everyone, DSP here. But you're probably shocked that we're finally meeting face to face, although you kind of look like my camera, which is a little odd. But anyway, just kind of wanted to throw this out there. I know that thousands of people have been freaking out. What does DSP look like? Why does he not show his face? Well, first of all, you're all fags, just so you know. But the reason I haven't shown my face is because when I started this whole thing with YouTube, I didn't, think that it was going to blow up like it has. I didn't think that I was going to have 18,000 subscribers and 19 million channel views within like 7 months. I just thought it was a fun thing to do. I knew Street Fighter 4 was coming out. I actually was one of the first people in the country to play Street Fighter 4 because they got it at Tokyo Game Action, which is an arcade that used to be in Rhode Island. Unfortunately, they've closed down now. And I just kind of wanted to throw it out there and get people interested. And next thing you know, my channel is just blowing up. And another thing that a lot of people ask me is, why do I do what I do? Why do I make so many gameplay videos? And how do I have the time to do it? How do I have the money to do it? Well, it's a combination of two things. First of all, for the first time in a long time, I actually have a steady job that I fairly like. It pays me pretty decently. As you know, as you can see here, I am in my new condo, so obviously it pays me pretty decently that I can afford this place. But besides that, I do have a back injury. I have mentioned it before in the channel comments. I've mentioned it in a couple videos, but this is pretty much probably going to be the highest rated video ever on my channel, just because I'm showing my face. So I might as well just kind of get some of the basics down. I don't know how I hurt my back. I have a severely herniated disc in my lower back, and really there's no explanation. It's not like I fell, it's not like I was in a car accident, or I was lifting some heavy shit and I'm like, oh, and nothing like that. Just, it happened. And so because of that, I have pain a lot when I stand up for, longer periods of time, when I drive a car on the highway for, more than just a couple seconds actually, or when I drive long distances, at slower speeds. In addition to that, obviously I can't do anything like dance or do any kind of, strenuous physical activity like sports or anything like that, just very basic stuff. So pretty much since this injury came to light last fall, I tried to, figure out what am I going to do with my time, because I can't go out much anymore. And so I decided to play video games. I mean, I love video games. I played them since I was a kid. My first game console was the Atari 7800, which I loved, and I've been playing them ever since. Now, admittedly, I have not been playing them as hardcore as I am now. It's always just been like a casual thing. I grab a game here or there that I like, and of course I play every Street Fighter game. But, I decided, hey, why not? I see a lot of people doing it online, and rather than me just sit here and play the games by myself, why not share it with people, and be, fun with the games and make jokes and do commentary and do something that other people aren't doing. Everyone else does playthroughs, and what do? They just fucking play the game. Well, I don't care. I don't want to see someone just playing the game. I want to hear what you think about the game. Is this a shitty game? Is this a game that's interesting to you? Would you recommend that other people buy this game? Or, a lot of the times you go to these stupid review websites and all these schlubs have been fucking paid off by these game companies, and you can
he doesn't do any of that, by the way.
Tell when you get a game like Little Big Planet. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hateful comments for that one. But a pretty average game overall that got these amazing glowing reviews about how you can make your own levels and all this shit. And when it comes down to it, the game's 6 hours long, the level maker isn't that good, and pretty much you're bored with the game after one playthrough. I mean, the average gamer did not enjoy that game. And I tried to portray that in my playthrough of that game, and hopefully a lot of people are watching my playthroughs because they understand that I am very honest with what I do. So that's pretty much why I do what I do. I love the games, and I hope to keep up with them. So what's up with me? Well,
what's up with him?
See. Well, today I actually got my first condo bill, my first bill from the mortgage company.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I almost shit my pants, I have to admit. It was pretty fucking huge, and now realizing that I actually have to pay that amount every single month until I sell this condo.
Dude, that's crazy. His first face reveal video, and he's one of the first things he talks about is paying his bills.
A little bit scary of a thought, but you know what? It's worth it. This fucking place is awesome. My own place. What you're gonna get to finally see is I'm gonna get to do videos.
Hello,
like
DL5.
This
Hello, Renee. Hello,
I have
guys.
my own place.
I'm
I
here.
have free reign. I don't have roommates. There's no parents around. I can just fucking do whatever I want and film whatever I want and use this space to my advantage. And I really think that eventually it is gonna come to my advantage. Do I only plan on doing video game playthroughs in the future? The answer is no. I've done a lot, obviously, and I do plan to continue to do those. However, I don't want to make it so that every day I come home from work or from school and I feel obligated to make videos.
Work or
that
from
day.
school?
I know a lot of you have been hooked on the videos, and I
He wasn't going to school back then. What the fuck? Why is he lying?
appreciate that. I really appreciate, you know, the viewer base, and that you guys come back no matter what I'm doing to view me. But I don't want to just play video games. I want to do other stuff. I want to travel. I don't know if you've checked out my alternate channel, The King of Hate HD, yet. But, you know, I went on a trip to Chicago, and I took videos
Bing
there.
Chili.
I go to different places, and, you know, joystick
I love that name, Bing Chili.
tutorials, because that's something I'm interested in. I got a bunch of modded sticks actually under my coffee table here that I'm sure you'll see eventually. Just crazy stuff. I want to go to, like, gaming conventions. I want to go to, you know, these Comic-Con. I want to do this stuff and make videos and give you my honest reactions to stuff that's going on, because I think not only would it be interesting, it would be pretty funny, and, you know, a lot of people ask for that kind of stuff. They say, we like the games you play, but we don't necessarily want to always see you playing games. You're ever going to do anything else. And who knows, maybe I'll do movie reviews, maybe I'll do skits, maybe I'll do, I mean, the possibilities are endless. And that is the cool thing about YouTube, that you can kind of throw anything out there and you get that massive viewer base.
What? Wait a minute.
Please do check out my partner.
Wait a minute. What? Hold on. Let me hear that again.
The possibilities are endless. And that is the cool thing about YouTube, that you can kind of throw anything out there and you get that massive viewer base.
You could throw anything out there and get that massive viewer base. Ask him if that's true today. Like, ask him if he ever thought that. I doubt that he ever thought that. What the fuck, dude?
Please do check out my partner.
You just get viewers magically because you put something out there?
Channel. It's the King of Hate HD. This video I'll be posting on both the Dark Side Phil, which is the gameplay channel, and the King of Hate HD
like a
channel.
14-year-old
so everyone
video.
gets exposed, and everyone kind of gets a little primer of, you know, what I'm doing here, why I do it, and a little bit of information about me. To answer the question everyone asked...
Thank you, Vaporware, for the 5. Brand Dude is him. He will continue to be him. Got crystals in his watch face, equivalent to the GDP of Ethiopia. Also, Dave Jr. smells bad. Yeah, thank you. Dude, I gotta switch to Firefox again. I'll do it off camera. Yeah, my alerts are fucked again.
No, I don't.
I'm so sorry.
Record straight from the feed.
All right, anyways, let's skip ahead. Let's get to the good part of this video.
That's where the fun comes from. So I just want to say thanks a lot to everyone. I hope to entertain you in the future. Please go to my partner channel, The King of Hate HD, and click on the ads that show up on the videos there, because hopefully, you know, fingers crossed, that actually starts giving me some money. I hope to entertain you in the future. Please go to my partner channel, The King of Hate HD, and click on the ads that show up on the videos there, because hopefully, you know, fingers crossed, that actually starts giving me some money back for what I'm doing. I mean, it's not...
He wants some money back, guys. He needs some money back. Okay, hey, hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, guys. Okay, we're going to be checking out... it's been a while. It has been a while. I've got a bunch of stuff to watch. Obviously, I heard some fucking bullshit yesterday. We're going to get to that. We'll get there. But I got to catch up. You got donated a stupid wig. So yeah, let's check that out.
Game.
Here it is. Here we go.
The biggest release of the year so far, correct? I mean, I don't think there's been a single game that's come out in 2024 with as much hype behind it as Rebirth. I got my border up for Final Fantasy. I got my
Super Turbo E-Bag, welcome.
Cloud Strife wig ready to go.
Got his cat in the
right.
bag.
I'm not kidding you. Someone purchased me a supposed Cloud Strife cosplay wig for this event. This is how it came.
What event?
This is actually it. Yeah. This. That's the Cloud Strife wig. It didn't come in any other box. It didn't come in another bag. It literally showed up on my doorstep, just sitting there like this in this bag. Would you like to see it?
I was about to say he's lying, but I don't think he is. He is, because it had the it had like the Amazon, the postal thing on it. So I don't think he's lying there. Nice.
Wow, it looks just like him. I mean, I don't think you could be any closer to the real Cloud Strife.
Wow.
Anyway, by the way, it came with this. I think this is a hairnet. I think if you have like messed up hair or like weird hair, you put on the hairnet.
What do you mean
so it doesn't
weird
interfere with the wig
hair?
or something like that.
If you have messed up hair
so you
or
might say,
weird
"What?"
hair.
Yeah, a fan was like,
Oh, so you should wear it then.
"Oh,
dude,
would
huh?
you like if I sent you a Cloud Strife wig to put on for like the premiere of Final Fantasy VII? Would you like that?" And I said, "I don't see why not. I've worn other wigs. It might be something funny, right?" And basically, this is what shows up. This thing. So if we do hit the hat goal today of tips, I'll put it on.
Yeah, spoilers, he didn't hit it the first day. It was a sad day for everybody.
Actually, I think what we should do, since this
Tragic.
is so ridiculous,
What?
I think we should actually have this be the bigger goal today.
Hey, BB11,
I think we should
welcome.
do glasses, vest
Food
first,
Messiah, welcome.
and then this is the highest level tier tip. I think that's what I think anyway. I mean, you guys could disagree, but this looks so bad.
Yeah,
I can't
that's the
believe that.
scam. The scam was he tried to make you pay more to see it because he really thought people were super interested in seeing the cloud
Actually, maybe
wig.
they sold this thing as
really
like
weird.
a cosplayer.
Good scam, dude. Nice try.
Wig. It looks terrible. Like, I mean, and I have a Ken Masters wig, you know, from my Ken outfit, and this just looks significantly worse in quality to me. Dude, this looks like half of like Rod Stewart's hair, or like
Okay.
David Bowie in
Okay.
Labyrinth.
Joke,
right? That's what this
joke,
reminds me
laugh,
of.
laugh,
It looks
rage,
nothing
rage.
whatsoever like Cloud Stripe. You could tell that this is probably like $20, right? This is probably like a $20 wig. This isn't any high-end cosplay wig
What?
or anything like that, right? Anyway, so
Okay.
yeah, that's gonna happen.
Okay, alerts are working, guys. We got him back.
$5 from Lord Kane 666. Why give a regard this when he can't even style himself, his beard, etc. His wife has the boy hairstyle and
Oh,
he
boy.
has the Nike hairline. Come on, man, LOL.
Come on, man. Thank you, Lord Kane. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Maybe they assume a wig would make him look better instead of this, whatever this is. I don't know. Maybe they assume put a wig on that
yes,
shit
if we
and
do
you'll
hit
look better.
a support level later today.
That's my guess. Yeah, also somebody gifted him. I doubt that somebody. Coming up, you'll see why.
At first, I was kind of hyped for it until it actually showed up and I saw it. And I was like, it's nice of the person to say, hey, I want to do something nice for your premiere stream. At the same time, I mean, sadly, this is just a pure example of the kind of crap that you will get off of Amazon. It's hilarious because all the cosplay wigs on Amazon look amazing in the preview pictures. They look
Whoa.
exactly like
How does he know what they look
Cloud's
like?
hair. And that's what you get.
How would he know what they look like? Maybe they sent him the link of the Amazon posting and then he looked through it. I don't know, but I don't know. Whatever. Who cares?
Man,
Who gives a
like,
fuck,
what the
honestly? But whatever.
Anyway,
Somebody
so
gave
that's
it to him.
in play today.
That's in play.
So,
yeah, I just assumed they sent him the link. They're like, Phil, is it okay if I sent you this wig? And they sent him the link of the wig. Okay, next video. Guys, we're going to keep it moving. Keep it fresh.
and you might
keep
say,
it
well, how do we
bustling
fix
today.
this? With your
Like May
wallets.
1st. What?
Don't buy games from these companies who are doing this to their employees. Stop fucking buying EA microtransaction sports games. Just stop. Don't buy Madden. Don't buy FIFA. Don't spend money on fucking Ultimate Team. If you stop supporting the bad practices that allow them to act like this, they will stop the action.
Champions?
But if you reward the bad actions, they will continue with them. Right? The best way for
Wait a
Pokemon to
minute.
improve is to
That's
stop.
kind of like how his channel runs. If you keep supporting him, his bad spending habits will continue to shine through. If you stop supporting him, maybe he'll learn his lesson.
Stop buying every shitty Pokemon game on the Switch that runs like dirt. Just fucking stop buying them, right? Don't reward the bad behavior, and then they won't continue it. But our industry is so weird, we reward the bad behaviors.
Sorry, guys.
We buy the things that we say we don't want. We support the things that we say are harmful. The most
Like
profitable games
DSPgaming.
ever are microtransaction-laden games like GTA Online and Fortnite. Yet we say that's not the experiences we want. We want these epic games with big stories and tons of meaningful content. But then we spend all our money on the junk.
Uh-huh.
So what do you think they're going to keep making? Junk. What do you think is going to happen? They're going to dump more employees because they see them as disposable. This is what will happen, right?
Right.
So yeah, that's all I have to say. Is it's a symptom of an industry where directly the consumers are financing the bad behaviors and allowing these companies.
Yeah, that's great.
Enabling them.
This is great irony. Enabling them. He even says enabling them. You guys already know. I don't have to explain it. That's great. He can't see the irony here.
To do these awful things to their employees.
Right.
We need to change that.
Treat your dents like
we need
shit.
to stop spending money on crap.
Keep giving them money.
Just stop entirely. No more excuses. Oh, but every time I boot up GTA Online,
but I have to pay my taxes.
Social experience. Fucking turn the game off and go out with your friends and spend money at a real business. All right? Go to the bar, go to the restaurant, go hang out, go play sports, go fucking whatever. Turn off the fucking microtransactions.
Take your fucking wife on a honeymoon, you fucking piece of shit. What the fuck? Stop spending shit on Champions. Stop spending shit on Amazon. Stop buying new headphones. Take your wife on a fucking honeymoon in real fucking life, dude.
Where every moment you're paying them more money.
Dude,
Stop
this guy's
rewarding
insane.
them for bad behaviors.
Turn
off the FIFA bullshit, the fucking Madden nonsense, and go support real people. Spend real life time with your friends. Stop fucking around online.
Oh my god.
Because this is why this is happening to the industry. All right? Literally, the moment you spend money on junk, you're rewarding a CEO sitting in a boardroom who just cut 600 jobs because they said, we're going to focus and lean into our big IPs with microtransactions in them. You did it. Stop. Or else this will just get worse. I don't know what else to say. You have to stop the fucking madness. Thank you.
Thank you.
Really, thank you.
$2 from VLX11387. Film projector, popcorn. The projection is real.
We've got the movie playing. It's Dune 2 in IMAX.
Stop the bad behavior.
DSP in IMAX. 3D. Stop the behavior.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what I have to say about that. And
Thank
if you
you,
disagree, you're wrong. All right. Let's get the shout-outs.
Nice.
Now we're running late on the show. So a troll did a couple super chats and I banned him because he's an idiot. So that was great.
Nice. Okay, keep it going. Keep it going. Let's keep moving.
There's a lot to say here. Number one, the
Thank you,
streams
Snort
did
Hogan,
well.
as always.
Attendance was great.
So this is Final Fantasy VII Premiere Day of failure, begging, guilt trip, ranting.
People showed up and engaged.
So this is the same day as Final Fantasy VII came out, and he didn't hit the Cloud Wig goal.
It was really cool in that regard. We had a lot of
$150
viewers on the streams today. Sadly, the uploads are all getting demonetized because YouTube, in all of its fucking idiocy, is claiming the music in these fucking games as a soundtrack cover. It says, "Oh, you're doing a cover of a song." No, I'm not. I'm not performing a cover song. It's the real song in the game, and you're content ID matching and claiming the videos. That's really
10 bands in your
Holy
life,
shit, bro. 10 bands? Just like that?
$10 from Wesley H.
Wesley
Phil's
H,
knowledge
dude.
of the industry is so surface level. He must be a vampire given how he can't reflect on his actions. Also, it's sad that he has to laugh in his room alone to his own jokes.
Yeah. That made me pull out that clip. Yeah, dude, thank you so much for the 10, man. That's crazy. Yeah, dude, oh my god. His speeches about gaming and how gaming works and how the industry works fucking bother me so much. That's probably my biggest, like, nitpick with this dude. Is his gaming top 10s and his gaming opinions. Because he really just... He, like, halfway understands it, but can't articulate why he feels the way he does. He just kind of feels something, and he can't explain why he thinks that. He doesn't think beyond how he feels. And it's frustrating to watch, because he wants to be taken seriously. So it's a little annoying to listen to. But thank you, dude. Thank you so much.
You know, it's a brand new playthrough. Within a few days, it'll probably get a good amount of views. But now I can't make any money on it.
Here we
I have
go.
to sit here
We're having an investor meeting.
A million content ID claims on these videos.
You guys didn't show up and give me enough money, so now you have to listen to me complain about ads and YouTube and money for like 12 minutes.
YouTube is trash these days when it
Nice.
comes to music. It makes no effing sense that
It's like you get punished. You get punished if you're a real fan of this guy. He just punishes you because you didn't give him enough money. You have to sit through my stupid rants now.
to do that.
Because you
but
didn't
I
pay
have
up.
to, okay?
It's so bad.
Now, yes, you know me, I'm honest. I'm going to tell you the truth, okay? Now, yes, you know me, I'm honest. I'm going to tell you the truth, okay?
You know
A
me,
fan
I'm
donated
honest.
A cloud.
So wait, Phil, does that mean you're being serious right now? Or does that mean you want me to listen? Because remember, being honest doesn't actually mean you're going to be honest. It means you're going to be serious, and you should listen up.
Strife wig.
Oh, nice.
For me to wear.
He pulls out the wig again.
Right? It said, yeah, when you hit your hat goal, wear this wig. People would definitely be, you know, kind of convinced. Oh my God. People would be convinced.
Sir Hogan, what the fuck is happening?
Your Final Fantasy streams if you give them something special. So I want to donate a Cloud Strife wig that you can wear during the playthrough. Here it is, actually facing forward, okay? So I show it off this morning on the podcast. Everyone's laughing. Wow, that's supposed to be Cloud Strife. I guess. I mean, maybe it's Cloud. You know, it doesn't look that good. Maybe if I put it on, it'll look a little better.
Maybe if I put it on.
Right?
He can't even put it on. Okay, I remember when Tyler won. You guys know Tyler won, the guy who screams a lot. He's really muscly. Came back. He got banned from Twitch or something. And then like a year or something later, he came back dressed up as his favorite character from League of Legends because that's what he plays. And it was like a big event. This motherfucker comes on stream with just a wig, and wants you to pay $150. And then he's like, maybe it'll look better if I put it on. What? You can't even put it on? You can't put it on to people so people can see what they're buying? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Because the pictures of this thing on YouTube,
he can't even wear it.
Freaking Amazon looks so good. And you get it, and it looks like this. Does that look like Cloud?
That's
it looks
so
like,
bad.
Know, if Cloud put his finger in a power socket and rubbed his head on a static electricity shocked thing and didn't cut his hair for like 2 months, maybe that's Cloud then, right? But that's what they give you. So, I mean, would have been hilarious to see this, right? And here's the thing. Baldur's Gate 3, which is a playthrough going on for 2.5 months, has been getting exceptional support.
And it's like, how is that supposed to make the person feel? Assuming this is true and someone did in fact send him the wig, how do you think that makes that person feel? Look how shitty this fucking wig is. Oh, the photos looked so cool, but look how shit it is in real life. What? Like, bro, someone presumably sent you that for free. And here you are looking a gift horse in the mouth. Brother, what the fuck are you doing? Come on.
When I play it. Now, the viewership for that playthrough dwindled. I don't get many viewers on the streams, nor on on-demand videos.
What a fucking spoiled
the people
brat.
that are there support the streams, okay? We did not hit
horse.
the hat tip skull today at all. We didn't even get close. The first stream, I think we hit like $50, 55.
Aww.
The second stream, we barely got $20, okay? Okay, so I guess you guys didn't want to see that. I don't know what else to say. A fan donated it thinking, wow, this would really give incentive. People would want to see Phil look stupid on the playthrough. It would be funny. No. Okay? Yeah, today was the last day of the month for me. You know, it's leap year. It's the 29th of February. So it's the final day of the month. And the first thing I explained to everyone on the podcast today is that sadly this month was really messed up for me.
Oh, I forgot my water bottle.
Because of all those gifted memberships that were fake, that were not paid for. I'm not getting paid for them. That's
fake memberships, by the way.
That I'm down somewhere upwards of $1,000 to $1,500 of income that I used to get every month, and I'm not getting it anymore. So I was hoping that today, after a whole month where everyone yelled at me and said, you're playing too much Baldur's Gate, you're playing too much Tekken, you're playing too much of the same games, we want variety, play the new games.
Yeah,
I said, well, what new games? Suicide Squad sucked. Helldivers 2 is an online co-op game. That is not my style. It's not what you want to see me play. I played Pal World. It got played out. We stopped playing it. Like, I'm playing the new games, right? But you guys are saying you're not interested in them, even though I am. Like, I love Tekken 8, but no real interest in it. You know, I'm getting, like, less than half the interest that I had in Street Fighter 6 when it came out.
Nice. Take a sip, just like me.
And so all month, everyone yelling, play the new games, play the new games. Okay, I'll play them when they come out. Here's the new game release day. No, didn't hit a tips goal, so we didn't see that. And
I gotta be honest. I'm pretty, and when I say honest, I mean I'm being honest. I'm pretty sick of this rant about games because this has been going on for years, pretty much a decade. Like a decade now, he's been complaining about games and how I play certain games and less people show up, and it's so fucking tiring. It's exhausting, and I think this is why he's in like some sort of like content lull or whatever the word is. Like it's the same bullshit.
Like I think all day
and he never can admit it's just him. You're just boring. Nobody wants to see you play games.
Got 3 memberships. Seriously, like all day, 3 memberships, and they were re-ups too. The super chats were okay, not amazing, but okay, you know. But It's a premiere day. It's supposed to be the big new release. And no, it was not a great day whatsoever for income. A typical day when I would have played Baldur's Gate and something else randomly at night actually would have been, I would have got more support doing that than buying a brand new game that everyone screamed at me to play, wanted me to play all month. Play it, play it, play it. Okay, what happened? Right? Now.
Yeah, this is dumb too, because I don't remember anybody screaming for him to play Final Fantasy VII. Like, he's pretending that he wasn't gonna play it. Bitch, you're not gonna play Final Fantasy VII, like one of the big games. This is something you would play because you think people are gonna show up and watch you play it. But he's just implying that, oh, you guys wanted me to play this. I wouldn't have played it if you didn't tell me. Like, no, bro, you were gonna play it anyways. What do you mean? Why are you acting like this? It's all just to protect his fucking ego. It's crazy. It's insanity.
There are some factors involved. Factor number one, it's release day. A lot of people likely are playing this game today.
And then he pulls out this release day shit. He did the same thing with God of War. He did the same thing with Elden Ring. He did the same thing with like all these fucking games that come out. It's the same bullshit for a decade
they
now.
don't immediately
It's
want to
so
run
bad
to watch me play it live on the stream because maybe they don't want to spoil. Right?
Spoilers.
However, I'm a little skeptical about that. Why? Because I didn't play the demo. The demo was the first 3 hours, not Nibelheim, whatever. So
Nibelheim.
If you already played the demo, you've already seen that. There's no way you could be spoiled by my first stream. So, is that really what it was? I don't know. I don't know if I should believe that that's really what it was or not. It could be that people are all RPG'd out. I wouldn't blame you. I've been playing non-stop RPGs for the last 6+ months. You know, Baldur's Gate, Like a Dragon, Sea of Stars, put Sea of Stars on hiatus, and now this one comes out. It's like there's too many RPGs. I agree with you. I've been telling you guys all year this was going to happen.
I agree with you, random made-up voices that I am agreeing with.
That it looked like in January, February, March, April, they jam-packed the whole first quarter of the year with too many RPGs, too many to possibly play, too many to enjoy, and certainly too many that people would not get burnt out. So I get it. If that's the case, people are burnt out on RPGs, then so be it. But I thought this was the exception. People are telling me, oh no, this is Final Fantasy VII. This is the one everyone's going to like, everyone's going to be pumped for, right? So here it is. And there was good attendance. Again, don't get me wrong. Attendance on the stream was good. My viewership was up and everything. But I wasn't making ad revenue because all the stuff got claimed by this content ID. So that's literally zero, right? And the support for a brand new game was shockingly low. I literally would have done better if I played other games today. Like if I, again, Baldur's Gate and like Tekken, or even Baldur's Gate and Like a Dragon.
Oh, Jesus Christ, with the 10 gifted memberships? Jesus Christ, the real Jesus? Holy shit. Thank you. I don't know why, dude, I thought I fixed it. This keeps happening to me. I apologize for the member alerts.
Probably would have done better than if I just played this all day.
Too much money.
Oh, there you go. You get some of them, I guess.
Not surprising. Now the question is, what's going to happen? Because this is yet another 60+ hour game. Okay, another one. And my plan is this week to play 17 hours of it. I've played 5.5 today, and I got 4 more major streams planned to this. You know, Friday, Saturday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And between Friday, Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. I misspoke. Between those streams, you know, are people going to start showing up more? Are people going to actually support the playthrough?
Here's the panic segment. Also, Lord Kane, what the fuck is going on? I did nothing wrong, guys, I swear. Lord Kane for the 2. I have a troll so no one said this in his chat. Yeah, nobody said this. I agree with you, Lord Kane. Nobody was talking about any of this.
I don't know, you know?
And now he's fabricating scenarios.
And it's hilarious, too, because you can tell the troll element comes in.
It's hilarious.
So there's a new card game they've instituted or
Let's go.
Shown in it. Play it. You have to play it at the beginning, because if you don't, you get kicked out of this first town and you can't go back until later. So there's 3 games. So, you know, you spend like 20, 30 minutes doing it. It's in there. It's content. Oh, this is boring. I didn't make the game. I didn't put the card game in the first town. They did.
What?
Why are you complaining to me that the content they put in the game is boring? That's a criticism of the game. I'm playing the game, trying to enjoy it, trying to learn the card game, do it at the time you're supposed to do it, and people are going to complain, oh, that's boring. No. You know, it's bullshit. Criticize the game, not the streamer. I'm pretty sure that not every streamer who played the game skipped the entire first town. You're out of your mind, all right? So...
yeah, I don't know. He doesn't see the problem there. He just can't see past his own fucking snout. he can't see the problem. Like, bro, it's just you. You're boring. It's just
it does
that
piss
simple.
me off when people try to be negative about Premiere streams on that on purpose. You know, that's what they do. They come in with their new accounts.
I'll try to fix the alert, guys, behind the scenes.
Never seen them before, right? Sit there and complain. This is boring. This is boring. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to enjoy the game on launch day. I am enjoying the game. I'm getting immersed. I learned the card game, which I don't usually do. I usually would skip those things. I want to learn this one. Oh, complain. Unbelievable. You know? Thing is, I had a good time. So far, I'm like, I want to enjoy it, but I'm hoping that people are going to actually support this game. If this is a game that literally the support
testing it
is going to be slow every day, yeah, guess what? I'm going to have to fucking balance it with Baldur's Gate again, which I don't want to do. I want to keep playing this game and get as far as I can, because later this month we got games like
You ain't
Rise of
seen 10 bands in your life, shit.
Oh my god, okay, it's working now.
$10 from Wesley H. If
Wesley
Phil
H.
had friends/contemporaries in the industry he's been in for the last 15 years, he could ask them what they and how their audiences are responding to FF7, but instead he just has to cope.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the problem too, when you just don't have any networks. Like
test lol.
There you go, there's my test. But yeah, that's the problem when you don't make any friends and you burn every bridge. He has no one to talk to. He has no, like, insiders. And then even when he did, like, at Twitch, he had a contact at Twitch. He kind of just burns the bridge with Twitch. And that whole situation fucking sucks now. And he toxified all of it. He has no friends. Not even, like, fake friends in the industry. Like, people he can just acquaintance with. So yeah, he has no idea how anything works while pretending that he knows how everything works.
Possibly Dragon's Dogma 2.
And then blames the game and blames everything else except for himself.
I'm starting to strongly question if I should even play it, because it's another RPG. And yes, it's very different than the other RPGs we've played, but it's another RPG, and people might say, oh, it's another one, I'm not going to show up or whatever. You know, I can't make them not make a million RPGs. They fucked up. These game developers all cannibalized each other. They all made the same genre of game within the 3-month period.
This is so dumb, because this is all just exclusive to him. Because he is not doing well, that means the games industry fucked up. Like, dude, other people are still getting views. Other people are still making money. I don't...
Asinine.
Whatever.
That none of them looked at the release schedule and said, this makes no sense to have this many RPGs in a short period of time. But they did. They did it. They've done it, and now you're going to see
they
sales
all have to
numbers
cater to me. Games need to release around DSP's schedule.
Not everyone can buy every RPG and play through a 100-hour game.
Or else they fucked
back
up.
to back like that, you know?
Imagine unironically thinking that. Like, how fucking narcissistic do you have to be to actually genuinely believe that? That's insane. That's legitimately insane. That's crazy.
But I hope that you will. If you were not on the streams today, it's all good. Hopefully you will come by. Remember, I'm only playing it now once a day. So I'm 5.5 hours in now. Tomorrow I'm only doing 3 hours. That's 3 hours every day. You will likely, if you're playing this game, be way ahead of me. All right? So I hope that you will come by and hang out on the streams and hopefully support them. At this point now, for this month coming up, I
need to test member bombs because those aren't working.
Ridiculously tight with my money, and it sucks. I want to talk about it every day, but I'm going to be hoping to raise, a good amount of tips and stuff because I need it now just to get through this month because of the dip on YouTube, the fact that there were no new releases in February, and the ones that were there, like I said, Tekken, people didn't like so much. It's frustrating. People tell me I'm doing everything right, and
something's messed up with my member bomb alert. It's all weird.
Still take a hit because of trolls. What was I supposed to do? I can't fix YouTube. I just hope that it turns around. I do. Like for a first day, it was like the vibe on the streams was good, the game was good, the support was slower than a regular day. That's disheartening, shocking. I hope that it does turn around, especially if you watch this play on demand after the fact you like it. I would hope that you will come by and support it at some point, or you don't even have to be on the stream. You know what I mean? Like you can just support it behind the scenes, however you want. You send a tip. I would say do a super thanks, but likely the videos are all going to get claimed, so you can't do that. You can maybe pledge to my Patreon. You can do many different things, right? Please consider it. I want to play this a lot and get far in it before other things, but now it's looking like, shit, what if this pattern continues?
Oh, okay. Wait, they work now. I fixed it.
Do I have to split again between Baldur
and Final Fantasy? I fixed it.
I might have to.
There we go.
That wasn't my intention. I wanted to keep doing Final Fantasy, but I have to do what makes sense. I have to make a living.
One more time.
I have to pay bills. So
okay, it's fixed. Right. I fixed the bomb emote or alert. We're good, guys.
Enjoy this first batch of videos, the 5.5 hours of them. Enjoy. I'll be back tomorrow morning with a podcast with more Final Fantasy and with Friday Night Fights.
Go enjoy my videos after I punished you. I forced you to listen to my fucking ranting about money. That's great. Oh, this is a good one. Is he live? We're going to check him out, but I'm going to let him play so I can fast forward. I cannot handle his schedule and his useless bullshit. I'm sorry, guys. I cannot watch him live. I just can't anymore. But we will watch him, but I'll give it time so I can fast forward.
That's all good stuff there.
So this is DSP whines and rants about YouTube not professional like him. Okay.
Okay.
This is going to be good.
Before we get into the meat of everything, okay, there's a couple of quick things I would like to talk about in regards to YouTube that are kind of weird that are affecting things. And I want you to be aware of this because it kind of happened last night, and it did affect video uploads and when videos showed up, and I was annoyed by this, and it looks like it may continue to happen moving forward. So let's talk about this one first.
Welcome ×7.
YouTube has a new issue. Woohoo.
Woohoo.
These appear all the time. Usually, these are things that aren't a big deal, and I can just get around. But in this case, this is one that seems uncontrollable. So last night, well, I should say yesterday afternoon, I finished my React show, DSP versus the Internet. And as usual, I queued up a whole bunch of videos to upload. There's 2 that were going to go live right there when the stream went live. And then the other, excuse me. Okay. I got a burp coming up.
Okay.
I'll let you know one a day, every morning at 10 a.m. So I uploaded all those video files as usual, and I went on dinner break with my wife here.
Wait, what? Hey, whoa, I heard that. I heard that.
And I went on dinner break with my wife here. And I come back to
He didn't quite say it, but he almost did.
And I turn on the late stream
My wife.
of the Retro React event that I did with Heavy Rain on DSP Throwback, and I look at the videos, and they're all uploaded, but most of them say they're processing but aren't live yet. And I'm like, it's a little weird. Usually when you upload a video to YouTube, it processes relatively quickly. The only exception would be if it was a really, really long video. Like, for example, the streams that I do every day, okay? They take a long time to process because that's like a 5-6 hour video. And YouTube takes its sweet time. It could take upwards of like 12 hours sometimes for that stream to fully process and be viewable as an on-demand video. So I'm thinking, no big deal, right? So I do my Heavy Rain stream last night. Went really well. Come back, and half the videos have errored out, saying YouTube is unable to process this video. What?
Okay.
I'm using the same settings,
Jesus,
the same hardware, the same everything here. And I don't know why YouTube would reject videos. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Why are they rejecting videos and not processing them? You know? So I'm trying to figure this out. And basically, this didn't happen. I'm not even kidding. This didn't happen until like between midnight and 1 in the morning. They just sat there saying process, process, process. And then 1 in the morning errors out. And I'm like, you kidding me? I'm going to sleep. I'm in the bedroom, getting into bed when I realize this is happening. So I come back out of the bedroom to fix this, and I take a look at the Heavy Rain videos, because now, of course, the Heavy Rain stream has ended and everything. And basically, one of the Heavy Rain videos did exactly the same thing.
Thanks for asking.
So it wasn't just the React videos that were affected. It was also the Heavy Rain stuff. And I'm like, so what that means is YouTube is having processing issues with their servers. It has nothing to do with the video quality or anything. It's them. It's on their end. At any time, I can upload a video, and YouTube might just say, oh, can't process the video, and just cancel it out. So I re-queued up everything to upload overnight, and luckily, it took this time. They took all the videos, and they all processed properly. So I would like to think that issue's fixed, but I don't think so.
You know what's really annoying about this, dude? With stories like this? Because this is just something that happens. When you order food, and it takes a really long time, it says it'll take like maximum 30 minutes, but it takes like an hour and a half. It's kind of just like something that happened that day.
$2 from Lord Kane 666, never checks for solutions.
Yes.
What a mature man.
He just blames everybody, doesn't check for anything. Thank you, Lord Kane. But yeah, like if your food shows up late, it's kind of just something that happens. But with this dude, it becomes like the talking point for like half an hour. And he must complain about it and dramatize it and over-exaggerate everything. And it's like the worst thing that happened to him the whole day. That's really annoying. Like this YouTube uploading shit. Does he really need to tell us? Does he really need to say anything? I don't know, dude. Because it's happened to me before where it's like something errors out and then you kind of just do it again and it works. Okay. I didn't need to tell you guys this whole drawn out story.
Random. When you're uploading a video now,
it's just so annoying.
Process, because that's what happens.
He has
like
nothing going on.
Of the React videos and one of the Heavy Rain videos wouldn't process. And it's funny because when people say stuff like this to me, because people say this all the time, Phil, when you upload your videos, why don't you upload them in order?
Oh, great.
I don't get it. In any given day, let's say you play 3 to 5 hours of gameplay. And if it was supposed to be parts 20, 21, and 22, why is it that half the time it goes, part 23 shows up first, then part 21, then part 22?
Okay, you want the real answer? I'll tell you the real answer. It's because he uploads them all at the same time. So the shorter videos upload faster. And the longer videos take slightly longer. He doesn't even care enough to maybe schedule it. Or to maybe do it one at a time. Or to maybe, I don't know, put them all in one combined video. It's because the shorter videos go faster. That's it. That's the only reason. So let's see how he does it. How he spins this whole thing.
The reason is very simple. YouTube. YouTube's processing has always been weird.
Nice.
You can upload
It's weird.
3 videos of exactly the same length. You can upload them in the order that you want them to show up on YouTube. You know? You could do all that. And then what happens? Boom. They just don't show up.
Right.
Or they freeze. The last one, you know, works first, and then, you know, it goes in a random order. It's really stupid how YouTube operates. And I don't know why that is. I wish I did. But that's always been the case on YouTube.
He doesn't know, but he's blaming YouTube. But it's like I just said. The real reason is because he batch uploads them. He just does them all in one shot. And the shorter ones go quicker than the longer ones. That's why it's out of order.
What I always recommend to people, okay, is do not watch video.
Thank you.
Really,
Phil's Faded Zelda
ARS
Jammies.
2000.00 from Phil's Faded Zelda Jammies.
Dude, thank you so
Order
much.
of blame in Phil's head. Games, developers, Tevin, people,
Tevin.
other detractors, viewers, YouTube being a poorly run business, his parents, other urban styles,
Oh, boy.
Twitch, Asian girl that back-upped him for prom, every other living organism on Earth, Phil from a different multiverse, Phil.
Yeah, I would agree except Phil at the last one. I don't think he'd ever blame himself. But yeah, that's pretty good. Thank you, Phil's Faded Zelda Jammies. Thank you so much.
In the order that they publish on YouTube.
I agree with you.
If you're watching an ongoing playthrough, like let's say right now you're watching Baldur's Gate 3, don't just sit around today waiting for YouTube to have the videos go live and click on the ones that go live immediately. All those videos automatically get added to the playlist. Every single time that I upload a video, it's an ongoing playlist. There are no videos that are just like random videos sitting around, unless it's a one-off video. Like maybe every once in a while I'll have an impromptu Q&A stream with you guys, right? And that's cool, and that will be in a playlist. But for the most part, all my videos, any game series, the weekly DSP versus the Internet show, the Heavy Rain Retro React, they're all in playlists. So all you got to do is when you see in your subscriber feed, oh, a new video has arrived. Okay, you don't click on the video. Go to the playlist, click play. It'll resume from where you left off. Like, let's say
he has to give you fucking terms and conditions just to watch his videos. Like, how dumb is this? How stupid is this, man? Yeah, don't go to my channel and just click the video. You got to do certain things.
You had watched every part of Baldur's Gate up to today,
dumb.
but not the new parts that are being added. If you just resume the playlist, it'll go right to the new video and play them in order. For some odd reason, and to this day, people still don't know how to use playlists on YouTube. It baffles me. Okay. It's like I've been using playlists since day one, 16 years ago. Always, I've had my stuff in playlists. I guess people are just so used to a mentality.
Nice. He's gonna blame everybody. You see this shit, man? The lengths he goes through, whatever, to blame other people. Like, what the fuck?
Well, you don't do that. You just click on a new video that shows up in your feed.
He's just
because
insane.
A lot of YouTubers only put out like one video a day, if that, right? But for me, I've always done it that way. Okay. And I hope that you guys...
And it's like, he just contradicted himself. Or maybe he just didn't realize how stupid he is. He knows people don't use playlists, but he continues to use playlists. And he doesn't see the problem in that. He doesn't see how that could be a bad thing if you are apparently aware that people don't use playlists.
Understand
whatever
why I do it that way, because I want things to be professional. I want things to be...
Dorzak, Zetro, thank you for becoming a member.
Too much money.
Thank you so much.
Order, right? And that's why we handle it that way. So I hope that you will continue to watch my videos in order. Don't think, oh, Phil's purposefully uploading them out of order. No, I'm not. I'm actually uploading them in order.
No, you're not.
YouTube publishes them at a random rate.
No. The shorter ones go first.
Now, someone just said in chat, why don't you upload them one at a time? Do you have any concept?
Oh my God.
Any concept?
This is stupid too, because he doesn't have to do this. He can just schedule them. Schedule them 1 minute apart. That's all you have to do. Like, come on, dude.
At all. Of how much annoying extra work that would be.
Instead
of finishing a stream and queuing up 5 videos at once and walking away and letting them all go live.
Laziness.
I only upload one, wait for that one to upload and publish, come back and manually start the next one, and wait for it to upload and publish. I would never get the videos on the internet.
Yeah, that's so dumb. Why would I care about my channel? Why would I want to present my channel in like a cool, organized way. I'm just gonna upload 5 in a row and just see what happens. Like, bro, this is your business, right? This is your job? Sir Phil, Burnell Enterprises? What the fuck?
I'll sit in the office all day.
Come on.
In reality, that's how it used to be.
I'd rather
Back in
be
the day,
lazy.
Way back in the day, like over
Idiot.
10 years ago, you had to manually upload each video like that, and that would take sometimes days to get videos up. Like when a game first came out, and I was playing a ton of gameplay within like 2 days. Sometimes it would take 3-4 days to get the playthrough up because you have to manually keep doing video. It was really annoying. Now that you can queue everything up at once, it's better. Now you might also say, well, why don't you schedule all your videos out?
Yeah, why don't
I could
you?
do that. I could make it so that
yeah,
like,
I know. I said
today
that.
with Baldur's Gate 3,
Do
the
it.
first video that should go live is the podcast. Then an hour later, part, I don't know, 103 of Baldur's Gate 3. Then an hour later, part 104 of Baldur's Gate 3. Then an hour later, part
It doesn't
105.
have to be
I
an
could
hour.
do that.
It could be like 5 minutes.
If that's what people really want. But the thing is, that's limiting the time frame in which you can watch the videos. A lot of people just want to see a video right away as soon as it's available.
Yeah,
like, for example,
he exaggerated it to an hour. It doesn't have to be an hour separated.
what if today with Baldur's Gate 3, all you care about is a certain mission,
Right,
and you're looking for
whatever.
that mission.
Go fuck
So
yourself,
if
man.
all 3 videos went live at the same time, oh, here's the one I wanted, click on the one, watch that video immediately. Or else, what if it was the 3rd video in order, then you'd have to wait 3-4 hours for the video to show up because I scheduled them out separately to show up in order, right?
Just don't
The thing
schedule
is,
them an hour
there's
apart,
pros and cons
dumbass.
to anything.
Oh
Correct?
my god, he's so dumb.
Overall, I haven't gotten a lot of complaints about this. Every once in a while, I get a complaint about, video order or whatever. If YouTube would just process everything and throw it out there right away, it wouldn't even be an issue. But it seems like now we're having this issue, and I don't know
What do you mean now?
how long it's going to last.
This upload order issue has been going on for years. Like a decade now. It's been going on forever.
You know, what
The fuck
if
is
it's
he
going to
on
really
about?
affect us moving forward, or if it's just a one-off thing that happened yesterday. I guess we'll see again today. It's going to be really annoying, you know, when we're in the midst of new releases. Especially if we get to games where, you know, a lot more people are excited for them, and people want the next part right away, and then, oh, I had to upload the part 3 times before YouTube would process it and put it on the site, right? Like, I guess we'll see. I feel like every time that YouTube makes progress, somehow down the line they screw it up and go right
Dude, Lil Filbert, thank you, dude.
based.
Thank you so much for
Right back to
being
how
a
they
member,
were.
dude.
And this kind of stuff, this processing issue, used to happen all the time on YouTube. And YouTube would then put out these really bogus recommendations. Oh, use a different encoder. Use this codec instead of that codec. None of it affected anything. They just made bullshit up because it was always on their end. But they would always give you excuses as to why it happened to make it.
Look at this guy. Like, this
Really,
is unreal.
$2 from Gengar Green.
Thank you, Gengar
The
Green.
most insufferable man-child on the internet.
Yeah, speaking of insufferable. Look at this. Isn't it ironic?
Up because it was all codec instead of that codec. None of it affected anything. They just made bullshit up
Made bullshit up.
because it was always on their end.
It was always on his end.
But they would always give you excuses as to why it happened to make it. Put the blame on the uploader, right?
Like, bruh. We're moving on. I'm fast forwarding. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's all you have to see. That's all you need to hear in this fucking video. This fucking
Why does my menu
bitch,
look
man.
different? Okay, so
fuck
right
outta
now,
here.
all right, I'm sitting in my default dashboard
Fuck this,
to
dude.
broadcast to you guys. I'm looking at it right now, and I see the stream chat.
Dude, thank you for gifting 5 member. Why? I thought I fixed the alerts. Thank you, Dorzak.
And I
Thank
see
you
at
so
the
much.
bottom, there's an option for, I believe that's emotes. It is. There's an emotes button. Okay.
Okay, I'm done with this. Fuck this video.
Meaningful content.
Thank you.
And make it unlisted because it's not a real
Really,
stream.
thank
Okay.
you.
Done.
Okay.
$2 from Lord Kane 666. You're forgetting that he's slow pimp.
Oh yeah, Lord Kane, I forgot. You're right. I totally forgot. Yeah, I didn't consider that. I thought he was like a normal dude. I can't make that mistake again. You're right. Okay, we're done with this video. I can't hear him complain about this anymore.
Dong says, "What is the happy?"
So this is DSP victim / cope segment. DSP sucks and can't do anything right. Let's go.
medium between you doing side stuff in Final Fantasy VII versus skipping it. Even big stuff like the Deku Tree and Zelda, people scolded you for both. Isn't it contradictory? Yes. Expand Dong, you have to understand something. You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't when you're DSP.
What?
That's just the way of life around here for me, and I've gotten used to it. All right? I'm going to give you some examples, okay? So, DSP.
DSP is starting? Okay. But I'm going to let him play like I said earlier. I can't watch him live. I need skip time. I just need it. I do, man. I can't take this shit no more, man.
The quality of all your gameplay sucks.
So we'll check in like 20 minutes from now.
You still use a camera pointed at the TV. You got to go modern. You got to capture. You got to jump in and live stream. Okay, I'll do that. DSP, the quality of your gameplay sucks. You don't put enough time and dedication into your playthroughs. You rush through them. You don't do side content. You got to take more time to play the games rather than rushing through them. Okay, I'll start doing that. DSP, your gameplay sucks. Your commentary is too immature. Your commentary is all about sex and, you know, race and all this stuff that's so cringe risque for teens. You got to grow up. Everyone on YouTube's changing for the better. Okay, I'll change that. DSP, your gameplay sucks. Your videos are of the wrong length. You have to increase the length of your video, or maybe you have to shorten the length of your video. No one can agree, but it doesn't matter. Your gameplay still sucks. Change it. DSP, your thumbnails suck. You auto-select thumbnails off of YouTube. Why do you do that? Wait, now you're actually generating thumbnails? Well, those thumbnails are way too generic. You need to make better thumbnails than that. DSP, your titling sucks. Your titling on your videos has to be better. You can't just have a number. Oh, wait, now you've started adding actual descriptors to your videos to say what's in the video. That's not good enough either. Don't you know you're supposed to have clickbait on every single title of every video? And that clickbait has to be the first thing you read.
You broke up the...
Really, thank you.
$2 from Dorzak, Zitro. The common denominator here, Jay, is that DSP sucks, lol.
Just saying that DSP sucks, yeah. Where's the lie? Where's the lie here? DSP? Hello? Where's the lie?
When you see the video so people can see it.
This is all good logic.
Let's continue. DSP, your streams suck.
Yeah?
You ignore your chat. You don't talk to anyone. What's up with that? What's the point of streaming? What's fan service? I never heard of it. Oh, wait. Now you're actually interacting with your chat? Well, that sucks. You talk with your chat too much, and now we've lost the appeal of your videos where you're just focused on the game.
No one says that.
You're too distracted by your chat now.
Nobody says that. He just created that one.
I can keep going.
That's the last one because he ran out of things to say. He just made that one up. What the fuck was that?
Right? Literally, these are all things over the last 10 to 15 years that people have said. I directly listen to criticism. I changed for supposedly the better just for people to come back and tell me you're still doing it wrong. Okay? So, perfect example. Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I start playing the game, and immediately I tell you guys, wow, a lot of this side content doesn't seem very interesting or meaningful to me. I'm going to skip it, and I'm going to do the things that only seem meaningful or the things that lead to story. My playthrough is still very lengthy. I still easily get through and beat the game. And people tell me, oh, your playthrough sucked because you skipped all the side content. Wow, what a horrible playthrough you did, right? So now I'm playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Wow, I'm really enjoying this side content. I think the pacing is well done. You do a big story beat that's like 5-6 hours. Really? Then you get to an open...
$2 from YT commenter. Funny how he didn't mention begging in the rant.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't mention the begging, doesn't mention fundraisers, doesn't mention shitting on viewers, doesn't mention the level 1 is too long, the
World segment, you do
pre-stream.
side content for 5-6 hours, and the alternation formula will probably work really well. I'm really enjoying this. Let me go ahead and do all the side content. Oh, Phil, you're doing it wrong. Don't you know that's boring to your audience? Why are you doing the side content? You should be skipping it all and just going right to the story. We're tired. We want story. It's like, what? And that's the problem with me, all right? That's exactly what I've been going through as a creator. Anyone else who does something in a way, it all works. It's fine. It's good. We're grateful that they make content. It's free content. It's fun content. They put hard work in. This is amazing. Thank you so much. Best YouTuber ever. Here's a community of supporters. For DSP, it's no matter what you do, it's never good enough. You're the laughingstock of the internet.
It's pretty funny how for someone who says he doesn't care about any of this, kind of brings up all of this stuff that's been said about him for the past 15 years. Because obviously he doesn't care. Right.
Make fun.
He doesn't care what you say.
Whip this man, bully him, ruin his business, ruin his life, harass his family members.
Harass.
That's all perfectly fine just because he's DSP. And even when he actively does everything that you are asking for to change for the better, still say it's not good enough. That's my life. I wish that was a gross exaggeration. It's literally not. That is my life. And I've just come to the point where I've accepted it. That it doesn't matter what I do
he's accepted
to improve.
It. Right.
People are still going to hate me for no reason. So I don't care. I'm going to improve for me and for the audience that's actually here. Okay? And then I'm going to move forward positively. I'm not going to listen when people say dumb shit like, don't do the side content of Final Fantasy VII. If you tell me not to do the side content of Final Fantasy VII, I'm going to say, don't watch an RPG playthrough, you idiot.
Right. And then he's going to complain about the views.
Because
Right.
that's what an RPG is. It's a role-playing game. You're pretending that you're a person in the game running around doing content. That's the point of the game.
Doing
if
content.
you skip all the content in a role-playing game, you might as well not play a role-playing game.
Don't you guys love in real life when you're role-playing as yourself, when you just do content? Isn't that really fun?
Okay?
I love doing content in my real
You might
life.
say, well, then why did you skip the content of Zelda? Because that content sucked. In my opinion, the content was boring.
The content he didn't do, he says sucked. The stuff that he didn't do sucked, apparently.
If I could have skipped all of that content
How did you know?
and easily beelined through the game and had fun with it still, then that content was meaningless. That content was padding, right? So there you have it. With Final Fantasy VII, I'm actually having fun with the side content. That's a lot different. So let's keep doing it, right?
I don't know. It's pretty weird. Guys, I've been playing Final Fantasy VII also. It's pretty weird for you to say the Legend of Zelda content is padding, when literally by definition the Final Fantasy VII side shit is literally padding. It's kind of just the same repeated shit over and over. And I like the game, but come on. Just to say that is pretty ignorant.
And the other thing that I feel that people don't get is that when I am playing a game and I'm doing this kind of commentary, it's my opinion. You don't have to agree. You don't. You can completely disagree. Maybe you think the side content in Tears of the Kingdom was like the best side content out there. And therefore, that's why you were upset that I skipped it. You have the ability to think that. That's fine.
Wow, I'm glad I have your permission.
Say that's invalid. People like different things, different strokes for different folks. For me, I relayed intelligently why I didn't like the content. I felt like it was padding. I felt like the game was bloated. They put too much side content in, so much that it just takes up your time and isn't meaningful, and I didn't care to do it. And I still enjoyed the game overall. I still really liked Tears of the Kingdom, right? I think, wasn't it in my Game of the Year countdown?
Oh my god.
So obviously I liked it. But
Bro, his Game of the Year countdown thing is just a shield against criticism. I think that's why. I've said it before, but now I'm like 100% sure. Elden Ring was his number 2 Game of the Year behind God of War, like the year it came out. And I feel like it's only there to protect him against criticism of like, look, my opinion is valid. It's my 2nd Game of the Year. Don't you see? Look at my countdown. Like, fuck
people
off,
today,
bro. Shut
sadly,
up.
are just so black and white mentality. Like, I
What?
hate to say it's almost a simpleton's way of thinking. Either you like something or you hate it. No, that's not real life. In real life, it's not black and white, good and evil, like, dislike, right? There's many layers between of moderation, as they say, shades of gray. That's where the reality of life actually is.
50 of them.
Just because I played Tears of the Kingdom and I didn't like an aspect of it doesn't mean it's a bad game, right? Just because I'm playing Final Fantasy VII and I'm loving it doesn't mean it's going to be my Game of the Year either. You know? But people don't get that. They literally just sit there thinking either you like it or you don't. So because Phil said that some of the side content of the Tears of the Kingdom was no good, right? That means the game sucks. No. No. Because Phil chose to skip the side content of Tears of the Kingdom, but now he's doing it in Final Fantasy VII. That makes him a hypocrite. No. It doesn't. But you have to be intelligent and mature to understand that. And sadly, a lot of people on the internet are not. They
There you
really
go.
have this...
So, he said you can disagree, you can think what you want to think, but now he's saying if you disagree with me, you are not intelligent, and you are a child. This is this dude's problem. He does the same shit with Japanese culture versus American culture and romance in games. You can disagree, but if you disagree, you're a fucking idiot, child, teenager, moron brain. Like, bro, why did you have to say any of this? This is why people don't like you. You do shit like this.
He's doing it in Final Fantasy VII. That makes him a hypocrite. No. It doesn't. But you have to be intelligent and
You
mature
have to be
understand that.
intelligent.
And sadly,
And mature.
a lot of people on the internet are not. They really have this childlike understanding
You're a child. You're a child if you disagree with me.
of how things work on the planet, and that's not how the planet really works.
Nice, DSP.
Okay.
What a positive, chill podcast. What a cool thing to do.
Continuing on here. So anyway, yeah, in summary, I don't believe, no matter what I do, no matter how I do it, there's always going to be this consensus that Phil sucks. You know, look at how much I've improved. Look at how much I've worked hard to improve my content over the last 2 years.
This is why you like him, intelligent counterspell? Yeah, I mean, like, obviously we like him in an ironic way. You know what
Everything-
I'm saying? This is the gold dust.
Has improved. The quality of the video itself, the gameplay,
But this is why he can never be taken seriously. Like, as a YouTuber guy, opinionated guy. He wants to be like Angry Joe or Skill Up or one of these YouTubers who people go to for like opinions. But he can't be. People can't take him seriously because of shit like
quality
this.
of the visuals of the webcam and the setup, thumbnails.
You're
titling,
stupid if
everything.
you
And then
disagree.
What's the next thing? Oh, it's still not good enough. You still got to change more. You still got to change more. You still got to change more.
Thank you.
Listen, at what point do you say, okay, maybe it's
Really,
not the fact
$2 from VLX11387. The stars aren't in position for this playthrough.
Yeah,
Alien.
VLX. The sun is telling him not to do Project 7, dude.
of Phil, but it's the fact that there's such a mentality against Phil
you.
that he just sucks, that's what the reason why people think he sucks. Not because they actually watch the content and don't like it. It's because they just don't watch the content. They just say he sucks, right?
Dude, you just did that with the side... Okay, we're done. Bro, like, how does he not see the irony in any of this? He just did that with Legend of Zelda. He said, I didn't do the side content because it's not meaningful. But it sucks. What? How would you know that? You didn't do it. Anyways, whatever. We're done. Let's watch him get viewbotted. We're almost to the live show, guys.
Let's save, and then we'll do that. Cool.
So pay attention to his viewers down here. 3,000. It goes up to 25,000, which is pretty funny.
Excellent.
Or maybe not this stream.
All right, cool.
There's another stream where he got 25,000 views.
Okay, so guys, really
Totally legitimate, honest views, by the
quick,
way.
number one, I actually have to pee, and we're going to pee before I do the next part. But something that I want to say, so it's obvious that there's a troll element.
Sick motherfucker.
Last couple of days, that's
on the
probably
internet.
not going to go away. These trolls are just going to stick with it and keep being stupid. So just to clarify, no, obviously, we don't legitimately have the amount of viewers that it says we have on the stream. The trolls are purchasing view bots, apparently, and trying to throw them at my stream. They stupidly think it's going to negatively affect the stream. It's not. Number one, view bots don't actually count for views on a stream. And number two, they don't count for ad revenue on a stream. I looked into it last night.
He looked into it. Why would you look into it, huh?
And it didn't, like, they tried to do this last night on my Heavy Rain stream. It doesn't affect the stream at all. Basically, it inflates view count, but that's it. It doesn't do other stuff. So their thing is,
I was thinking too when this happened, he got 25,000 views on his throwback thing. Like, wouldn't you want to keep the video up, like the live stream up, because then people would see that it has like 30k views or however many he got by the end? I don't know. I feel like you'd want to keep that up, even if it's fake, even if it's like whatever. I feel like you'd probably want to keep that up. But instead he privates it and then loses all the likes and all the views on it, which is kind of dumb in my opinion.
Fill all these views that, you know, it's going to make him look like, you know, bigger than he is, and that'll get him in trouble. It's not going to get me in trouble because I'm first of all, I'm not doing it, and it doesn't affect the streams in the way that they think it does. They're literally so stupid. They're actually spending their money to buy view bots, and it doesn't do anything negative to my stream at all. I'm not involved in it. I do not like that. I don't want that on my stream. I actually condemn it. I never, in my entire run, 16 years on YouTube, have cared about things like subs and views. I don't boost those, okay?
Right.
So,
remember when he tried to say Tekken had view bots with no proof that he actually had view bots? That was pretty funny.
FYI,
How the
it's nonsense.
turntables.
Ignore it. The number literally means nothing. The views don't count for the stream. It's not like the stream will have overinflated views. The video won't have
he's repeating himself
views
already.
after the fact, and it doesn't give you any kind of extra revenue or anything, so nothing can be done against my channel negatively. It's literally them wasting time because they're complete morons and they have no idea what they're actually doing.
Also, I love that he, in his mind, he somehow equated this to mean trolls. Like a troll is doing this. Why the fuck would a troll ever do this? I don't know. If you're a troll and you're the one doing this, that's not funny. But it's like, it's obviously people upset with how low his views are, so they're trying to give him views. That's what I think. I don't know. They're trying to give the members a home. All of the members that he was gifted, they're unaccounted for. So it's like they're trying to give him bot accounts to get members. I don't fucking know. Something like that.
Some idiot is actually...
But no, it's a troll. A troll is doing this.
Paying, probably, I would think, for view
Some
bots
idiot
that don't actually affect anything. They're that stupid, okay?
Okay. Nice.
So that's number one. Number two, yes, the trolls are continuously still purchasing the discounted memberships en masse. They think somehow this is going to destroy my channel.
Yeah, maybe he thinks a troll is trying to get him in trouble, but I don't know. It's pretty weird. I just think it's fans doing it.
And it's not going to.
A fan.
But if you continue to support this channel via the ways you already have, like super chats, legit memberships, legit gifted memberships, and tips, then we will just continue on. Business as usual. Okay? So don't worry about inflated views. It's not real. I'm not
Okay.
doing it. I condemn it. I want nothing to do with it. All right? It's not affecting the channel. It's not giving me fake views.
Okay, are you gonna
Doesn't-
repeat yourself again?
said, well, I thought that the insanely discounted memberships really were hurting you. You said that they were. They are. The thing is, if you guys, for getting those gifted memberships, acknowledge that, wait, I got a gifted membership and I know it's fake. Phil's not getting any.
Thank you so much.
$5 from Wesley H. To be fair, he also thought a troll made up the escort story.
Yeah,
and
that's
still
true.
does believe that until someone points out trolls debunked that
Yeah, he
story.
You
conveniently
ain't
ignores
seen
that
10
part.
bands in your life,
Dude,
shit.
Rebsy with $20. Thank you so much.
$20 from Rebsy. Phil say he's lazy. Too lazy to drive to McDonald's, too lazy to go to CVS to grab medicine, cat orders from Amazon.
Oh yeah.
Too lazy to get tacos but instead have DD pick up for him. Too
DoorDash.
lazy to use Cat's Xbox for Dondoko Island.
Yeah, the whole Xbox thing, Rebsy again, thank you, and Wesley. Yeah, the troll thing with the escort story. He conveniently ignores that trolls actually helped and help him find out that it was like a scam. But yeah, Rebsy, the Xbox thing, like he didn't even have to bring her Xbox up. He could have just logged into her account and used the cloud save on his Xbox. Like her name is in his Xbox. We've seen it. Dude, Rebsy, thank you for the 20, man. Thank you so much.
Anything from that membership. If
He's too lazy to do
support
anything.
the stream in another way,
He's too lazy to upload his videos in order and schedule them like a minute apart.
then we'll come back from it. So let's say
Okay, anyways, let's get to the topic of the stream. The topic of the title of the stream. The EDP. As you see, I already pre-screened some of this, and I heard it was some bullshit, so I had to make a video about it. Or a stream.
just to give you another piece
DSP says EDP was framed. EDP Boogie Mike Clum segment. So let's hear this, then we'll get to the live level 1,
of perspective.
and we'll have a bunch of skip juice, which is good.
Can you imagine
Can I imagine?
right now,
Right now.
if while all this is going on and I'm so busy with everything, can you imagine if I had gone through with the documentary that I was talking about doing a couple months ago? I was supposed to start filming like right about now. So can you imagine me being in the middle of all these games that I'm already backlogged on, right? Working on these projects, the throwback channel.
Projects.
And now telling you guys, oh, by the way, now I can't stream. This week, it's going to be a half week, entire days away, and stuff like
Yeah, this is so dumb too. I want to point this out before he goes too deep into this. He's complaining that nobody is watching him play, nobody is giving him money to play these games, and nobody really cares about the games. They're RPG'd out. So what the fuck difference does it make if you were doing a documentary where you just show up and film? You just show up and be yourself. Because obviously nobody cares about you playing games. Maybe that would bring some excitement. I'm sure people would come by and super chat you and say, Phil, how was the filming today? Phil, what did you talk about? Phil, can we see Mike Clum? Like, if anything, that would have brought more excitement. I don't know. He's just like coping. It's all just cope. Because I feel like this probably would have been a good thing for him. But he doesn't see it that way for whatever reason.
like that.
Because I'm too busy playing video games.
So,
Okay.
I think, quite honestly,
Whatever.
I dodged a big bullet there. And what I mean by
Dodged a
that is
bullet.
not to say that working with a documentary with Mike Clum is a bullet, but I don't think that, honestly, with the situation I'm in my life, right, that I would have been able to handle that at all. It would have been overload. And again, as I've already reiterated previously, imagine if I was trying to do that. Now, the thing is, this is very important. A documentary about me would have had to be done well, and
Okay.
basically, imagine if I'm just like at my wit's end, stressed out, overworked, and now it's going to end up not being that good, right? Because, it's just as much Mike Clum working on a documentary as it is me.
No, it's
I would
not.
be a major part of the
It's
input
not.
of this thing.
Like, this dude's fucking delusional. Mike Clum is doing all the work. This dude just needs to show up and be himself. Because the documentary is about him. Mike Clum has to do all this research. He has to go out and film people that he knows. He has to reach out to people. He has to schedule everything. He has to pay to travel there. He has to do everything. DSP's just got to sit there and go to fucking Walmart, or, I'm sorry, Fred Meyer, and order DoorDash and be himself. Like, that's it. That's all you have to do. You just had to show up, dude. Why are you pretending you got to do as much as Mike?
Now, how am I going to be creative? How am I going to be entertaining? How am I going to be going around different filming locations and doing all this kind of stuff when I'm already exhausted to my wit's end, right? I don't think it would have worked, being honest, especially my lifestyle with how much that I work and everything.
Right.
Imagine if, like, these weeks are like, by the way, guys, 3 days this week I can't stream at all. The other 3 days it's half days just because I'm, you know, filming all over the place. Oh, by the way, I also have to work on my taxes this month. Oh, by the way, we're in the midst of 300-hour games that I'm never going to finish, and there's more coming that I have to skip all of them now because I'm working on a documentary, right? See, I think the difference here is when you look at someone who can work on a documentary, I'm going to be honest.
Damn.
$5 from Wesley H.
Dude, Wesley, thank
Phil
you.
thinks the doc would be work because he'd have to keep his lies straight and put on a positive front for an extended period of time.
Yeah, I know. In his mind, he would be fake. Like, he is a fake person. On camera, the Phil we would have seen in the documentary is a fake person. It would have been him putting up the person he wants people to see. So yeah, for him, it's a lot of work pretending to be someone you're not.
Probably someone who just has a lot of time, that they're not particularly doing something too important with their time, that they have time to do that shit. I don't, right? Like, I'm just constant. Everywhere I go is work, got stuff going on here, busy with my personal life.
Like a Warcraft
you know,
3 unit.
I got shit going on. Yeah, I don't have time to just drop everything.
He's like a Warcraft 3 fucking orc unit, a worker.
And just be filming.
Work.
So, honestly, I do think that I dodged a bullet there. And then on top of that, people are saying, I guess, that Mike Klum is now working on a documentary with this guy, EDP. Now, here's the thing.
Uh-oh.
I know absolutely nothing about this guy.
Right.
I've never followed him. I never watched his content. All I know is that he's infamously known on the internet that apparently he was caught out trying to meet with underage girls. I think that's what it is, right? I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. But I think that that's the case, that, like, he was a YouTuber who was popular, and then at some point, he got framed, essentially.
Framed. He got framed.
A YouTuber who was popular, and then at some point, he got framed, essentially. Like, people were catfishing him so that he would show up to meet underage girls, and then come to find out it was just a frame job. Like, they totally set him up to expose him on the internet for who he really was. But apparently some people say, well, why did he not go to jail? And apparently it's because the way that he was set up, it's not admissible as evidence in court.
It's like entrapment or whatever, right? Dude, it's not framed. To say he's framed mean he literally didn't do it. He didn't show up. It wasn't him. Or they're placing him, they're editing him in footage or whatever. Like, dude, you can't just say he was framed. And you said yourself you don't know anything about it, which I doubt, because he just says, I don't know anything about this guy. And then he goes on to detail how he was caught, why he was caught, and then how the reason he was caught wasn't valid in court. But somehow he knows all of this without knowing anything about it. He was framed, guys. Don't you know?
Right? Like technically, because they set him up like that.
I don't know anything about him, though.
Yeah, no crime.
But I know all of this.
Crime was ever committed, so he never was held accountable for that behavior. But apparently he got totally canceled on the internet. He fell apart. He went from being a YouTuber who had a prominent channel and everything to basically like, you know, done. And hey, again, that's all I know from what I've heard, word of mouth.
I've never, I don't know anything, though.
Never watched a documentary. I haven't done research for myself. That's all I know, okay? And can I be honest here? Because I will be honest with all of you, because people have been asking me about this for the past couple of days, okay? First documentary Mike Klum does is on Boogie. The entire documentary is about Boogie basically being a miserable human being. The sad, dark life of Boogie. Right? But who made Boogie's life sad and dark? Right? Was it a group of people who just decided to, you know, ruin his life? No, his life is sad and dark because he is sad and dark. Really? Thank you.
$2 from Ukebook the Black.
Ukebook.
Makes big agreement, greater than quits, greater than nothing I can do.
Makes big agreement, quits, nothing I can do. Yeah, exactly. He also retcons why he quits, which is pretty interesting. Thank you, Ukbuck. We'll get to that, though. Thank you so much, dude.
And when you watch that documentary, you see the things in it that, he
Yukabook.
could improve, he could change for the better, and he just doesn't. He keeps engaging with trolls on social media. He keeps doing the awful life behaviors. He's a miserable wretch because of his own decisions and actions that don't
Kind of
change.
reminds me of
Correct?
somebody.
And I think
Correct?
what's supposed to happen is you watch it, you feel sorry for him, and it was supposed to turn his life around. Has it turned his life around? No. Not at all. He's on a lolcow podcast. He
Lolcow.
keeps doing this kind of almost degenerative content on the internet. He's not going to change. It's pretty obvious at this point, correct? So then, Mike Klum comes to me and says, I want to do a different kind of documentary with you. It would not be like Boogie's documentary. It would be very different, covering your life and all the things that you've been through and basically your history as a content creator on the internet, the ups and downs. And yes, it's going to feature people who don't like you talking about you, right? But at the same time, you'll be able to clap back essentially and give your side of the story of everything going on, and we'll be able to accurately recount what's happened to you and your business and your channels over the years and why so many people who literally don't know an actual fact about you.
Yeah, Kevin, Remy, you guys are right. We said this when it happened, I remember. It's like this dude was just buttering him up. He's marketing to this dude, and he fell for the marketing scheme. Congrats, you fell for it.
Right? And I like that. I absolutely like that idea, right? And that was essentially what we were going for. It was supposed to be a fair level documentary that's going to cover the good and the bad, but basically if you watched this, it wasn't a pity party documentary. It was going to be more of an honest thing. And there was going to be some comedy in it, and there was going to be other things in it. It was meant to be an entertaining piece. When you're making a documentary that's like 90 minutes long, you want people to be enjoying every second of it, not on board in this part or whatever, right? So there was going to be all that stuff, right? But of course, you guys were very apprehensive about it, saying, I don't know if this makes sense to do, because the only documentary that Mike Klum's done up to now is this Boogie documentary that doesn't sound like that, right? It's like basically he turned Boogie. Well, he didn't turn Boogie. Like, this was their idea, Basically, what he wanted to do was make Boogie look pathetic so that people would feel bad for him. And I said, that's not what I want at all. That's not what I would want out of my documentary. I'm not sad. My life's not dark.
Wait, is that true? The dude said that? Is that, I don't know. We need like a transcript, because knowing this guy, he could just be lying about what he said. But if you're making a documentary with the intent of trying to skew the image one way or the other, that's kind of fucked up. That's not a real documentary. Is that real, Mike Klum? I don't know. He's talking to EDP now, so I don't know.
I actually have a really good life, in regards to my work and my personal life.
That's
just because a million people on the internet talk shit about me daily doesn't mean that I'm not actually in a positive place in my life. That's great. It's the opposite situation of Boogie, right? So,
right.
Basically, the way I see it, it would have been very different, okay? That's essentially what was discussed. That's what we're going to work on, a different kind of documentary. But now you're going to tell me the next documentary Mike Klum's going to do is this guy, EDP, a guy who literally went from YouTube popularity to being exposed supposedly, and I got to say that because I don't know if there's concrete evidence or not. I can only tell you from what I've seen and heard hearsay on the internet. Supposedly, he was exposed for pedophilia,
allegedly,
or at least accusations of pedophilia, was canceled, and literally no one wants anything to do with this guy anymore, right? So I guess the question is, what's the story, right? And maybe that is the story, is to find out the
welcome champion.
I'm him.
Welcome, dude.
True story of what happened, but from what everyone says, it's like a slam dunk case. Like, it's
$5 from Wesley H. Phil is a 40-plus-year-old man who 1. Takes no responsibility for his actions, and 2. Puts his decisions in the hands of his chat to avoid responsibility.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up, Wesley, because thank you for the 5. I was going to mention that. He retconned the reason why he stopped doing it. He brought up a bunch of reasons why he's not doing the documentary originally, but he took the main takeaway was that his fans said it was a bad idea, and he's going to listen to his fans, and he'll be super tired if he does it. But now he's saying, well, there's so many games coming out, I would have been not having time to do anything.
$2 from
So yeah, yet again blaming his chat, like you said.
Why do you beg? That's not good, LMFAO.
Yeah, Lord Kane. I like the way it said that. Thank you, Lord Kane.
It's not
Why
like
does
you
he
can
bet?
dispute it and say, oh, it was fake. Like, it happened. He was exposed for it, and that's why he got canceled, and that's why he's not prominent anymore, you know. So the thing is, I didn't even know anything about it until you guys told me a couple days ago. You're like, are you aware that Mike Clum's working with EDP? And I'm like, no. And then, of course, it starts showing up in my feed. Boogie has met with EDP, and they're sitting down to eat a meal, and the meal is like a bunch of Big Macs and powdered donuts. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, what the fuck?
What?
All right? Like, no, really, what the fuck?
That's the takeaway? That's the takeaway that he takes out of that? Two fat guys are having fat guy food. That's the fucking takeaway that sticks with him. The food. Am I really surprised by this?
Two guys who are grossly obese.
Oh my god.
Sitting down to eat Big Macs and donuts together. Does that make any sense?
Yes, it does. Two fat guys eating fat guy food. Does make sense, you dipshit. What the fuck is wrong with you? Tell me about the DoorDash you ordered yesterday and the day before.
Logically, morally, does that make any fucking sense?
Oh my
To have two guys sitting down doing that? No. They're
No, it doesn't make sense.
killing themselves, right?
Yeah, tell me about the DoorDash.
It's awful.
Look at your wife.
Why would they be doing that?
Tell me about
And
her
then I
some
guess
more.
they released a bunch of
Tell me about how she's gonna break an elevator.
other, like, production stills
You fucking piece of
of,
shit.
like, EDP posing
What a fucking alien, man. He's so weird.
in front of a camera dramatically for what's going to be a documentary. And, you know, to be honest here, I think that's about it for me. Well, you're going to tell me that there's going to be a guy who essentially has been exposed for pedophilia on the internet, canceled because of it. What's the story to tell there? Exactly. Maybe, unless there is some secret story that no one knows about, that actually this whole thing was a screw job and none of it was true, right? At all. Then I guess that's the documentary, right? I guess that's the story. But unless that's the story, I don't think there's anything to tell there. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people already on the internet are very upset with Mike Clum basically saying, why are you giving this guy a venue to be heard when basically we were done with him years ago? Like, we don't want him to have a venue. We don't want him to have a way to speak out about anything because he's a scumbag, essentially, from what was found out about him, right?
I agree.
Again, I don't know, but
know.
I'm just speaking from, you know, what I've heard on
He
the
has no
internet.
opinion on it.
So, here's the thing. That's what's funny. The Boogie stuff, EDP stuff, that shit has nothing to do with me or my content or my life, right? At all. Couldn't be further different from my situation at all. You know, I have a full-time, very, you know, productive business.
Look at him. If you're not looking at the screen, I implore you to look at the screen when he tries to come up with this lie. Just watch.
Different from my situation at all.
Look at his eyes.
You know, I have a full-time, very, you know, productive business.
Nice.
That's successful. I have people who support me.
What an honest guy. You see, an honest guy would do exactly that. Search around for an answer, for a lie to make up.
I have people who love me in my personal life. My life is going good, except for the fact that there's thousands of people on the internet who shit on me on a daily basis for personal gain. Outside of that, everything's going good, right? I don't have a horrible story to tell about my sad, miserable life, about being accused of horrible things like pedophilia. Nothing like that, okay? So I couldn't be further from guys like that. So then why would I be making a documentary with someone who makes those kind of documentaries, right?
I don't know.
And that's kind of the take I have on it. Like, okay, maybe the Boogie one was the first one, but you're going in a different direction. But now the next one is with a guy like EDP. It's like, what? Like, wait, what?
Yeah, he's so delusional. Like, he can't see how he's connected to these people, really? Really? Okay.
I don't know, man. You know, so
Thanks for the
at the very point here, I'm very happy that I have not gotten wrapped up in all of this shit. You know, in the last year, they tried to get me to go on a stupid lolcow podcast. Thank God I made the completely 100% correct decision to not be involved with that kind of crap. And I'm, you know, doing my own thing. I was interested in doing, you know, this documentary if it was going to be what I was told it was going to be. But now when you're telling me the first two projects
You
that
ain't
Mike Clum
seen
is
10
doing,
bands in your life, shit.
Dude, Wesley H with the 10.
$10 from Wesley H.
Thank you so much,
1.
dude.
Phil acts like it's impossible for him to learn new information, especially from the internet. 2. His moral butterfly is non-existent, he only wants money.
Moral compass is non-existent, he only wants money. Exactly. And now he's implying that he doesn't want to do the documentary because he documents lolcows and people that are associated with lolcows. And he doesn't think he is one? So he doesn't want to do it anymore. He burned the bridge now. I guess it's never happened.
Literally. 2 guys considered ginormous lolcows. Not even, I wouldn't even say EDP.
I'm sorry, lolcows.
EDP is just like, you know, people think of him as a heinous person, right? So, do I want to be on the string of documentaries about people like that? No. No.
VLX with the 2. This much protest makes him look guilty as fuck for. Yeah, dude. I'm sorry, you're alert. You got scammed. Lord Kane as well. We're gaining a smart audience, I guess. Lol. Yeah, exactly.
I don't. And I think now I really looking at the situation. Not only would it not have made sense for me to do the documentary because I don't know how I would have done it with my busy work schedule.
Busy
and lifestyle.
work schedule.
It would have completely overworked me and kind of destroyed me, honestly, I think. Right? But in addition, now seeing the string of stuff coming out of that documentary, it's like, I think I definitely made the right decision, man. You know? I really do. I think I made the right decision. I don't know. Maybe you guys disagree. Because again, if things did go forward the way that we had discussed, which is what I've been transparent with all of you about, that it was not supposed to be that kind of documentary about a lolcow or a horrible embarrassment or a person with horrible history. It was supposed to be, hey, here's a normal guy.
Dude, when he canceled it, he said that he didn't want people looking at his history. There was some weird line where he said like he doesn't want people looking into his past. What the fuck?
$4.99 from Gothar Bogum.
Thank you, Garboha.
is making bank and Phil is begging for pocket change.
Yeah, he's begging for pocket change. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I don't watch the lolcow thing, but I mean, they're making money, I guess. But yeah, this reason that he's bringing up about looking into his past, I remember him specifically saying that he didn't want people looking into his past because it's fucked up having people talk about what he did in the past.
Running a business, did it his own
Like, he was afraid of that. That was one of the reasons he canceled it.
And over the years, reacted poorly to the criticism on the internet, and then people just learned to hate him for reasons of personal benefit, and here's that story, right? Now, love him or hate him, go check out his content, and if you like it, good for you, right? If you don't, oh well, at least you got to know his full story so you understand.
He thought the documentary would be like an advertisement for his channel.
The references you hear all the time. Like, that was supposed to be the
Mike Klum really sold
point,
it to him, eh?
Right? So, anyway. I don't know. I'm actually, perhaps, right?
Thank you.
Did the right thing here, you know?
Really?
Because it's funny, like someone...
$2 from Jodub.
Thank you,
He
Jodub.
basically just wanted a BTS vlog done by Klum.
Exactly. He thought it would just be like a day in the life of Phil. And it would be like a cool, chill, meaningful, behind-the-scenes look into Phil's life.
Like Bill Williams
it's like,
says,
nah, bro, it wasn't going to be
Mike
that.
Klum is appealing to a certain type of audience and demographic.
Hey,
I don't think that the final product would have reflected what you intended it to be. Maybe you're right. You know, the thing is, in life, you don't know. You don't know. What you don't take chances on, you don't know what's going to happen. But here's the thing. Last year, I took a chance.
What?
On an interview that originally I didn't even want to do.
What?
I was supposed to be a guest on a show.
What? Okay. Hold on. Let me hear that again.
Chances on, you don't know what's going to happen.
Side-scrollers.
But here's the thing. Last year, I took a chance on an interview that originally I didn't even want to do.
Didn't even want to do. He had it in a dream. He had a dream, an epiphany that he wanted to do an interview. So this right here is a lie. Let's move on.
I was supposed to be a guest on a show.
Supposed to be a guest on a show. That's not necessarily true. He kind of invited himself on to be a recurring guest. I guess he was supposed to be a guest. That's kind of not a lie, but you know, it was quickly changed.
And it turns into this interview, and the interview essentially becomes a three-ring circus of detractor drama.
Three-ring circus of detractor drama somehow. Remember, the interview was fair. It was fair when he started, and it just happened. He said it was fair. Are you kidding?
$5 from Wesley H. Genuine question: what detractor has benefited in a professional way from hating on Phil? This is a niche and creative community, but it's not big.
Yeah, not many. I guess Tevin has his Twitch thing going on. He's pretty successful. and I think Ludwig World Order edits for It's a Gundam, which is a pretty big deal, I guess. I think that's about it, though. I don't think anybody else. But yeah, it is pretty niche. It is.
That then benefits detractors for how many months and ruins everyone's experience here on my content for like many months. And I learned from my lesson on that. I really did. Like, if that hadn't happened, likely I might have gone through with this documentary. But after last year, I think I've learned my lesson.
Well, now he's equating the documentary with the interview. But when the documentary was being sold to his audience, he says it wasn't going to be like that. But now it is going to be like that.
To stay away,
or it was going to be like
from
that.
This drama shit.
Shit. Now the documentary is drama shit.
It doesn't help anyone around.
Are you kidding? He's burning the bridge. We're watching him burn the bridge live.
Like I said, maybe there will be one day when I decide that a documentary makes sense. Okay? Right? For now, I don't think so. For now, I don't think it makes sense. Number one, I can't fit it in with my life as it is. And number two, I believe it would very much just bring way more drama to this community than anything else.
This
and what's
community.
The point of that, right? Who benefits from that?
What community?
Some people do. Boogie thought he did. Boogie thought he benefited from drama. I think that's the problem. Like someone like Boogie, he literally thinks that all he'll ever get attention for the rest of his life is fabricated drama on the internet. So he just keeps fabricating more so people will keep paying attention to him. Him sitting down with...
You know what I think is interesting too? DSP seems to be upset that other people can profit off of his drama. So it's like one of the reasons why he didn't do the documentary is because other people can react to it or watch it or analyze it and make fun of it and make money on it also. Without also seeing that he can also... I'll keep saying also. But he can also potentially gain from the documentary also. But he's like upset that somebody else can make more than him. So it's like he focuses on that aspect without even seeing that he can benefit too. He just ignores that because someone else will make more than him.
EDP to eat a bunch of fucking...
That's why he hates YouTubers and why he hates Twitch streamers and why he hates big companies and stuff. Because they are making more money than me, therefore I am jealous. But he can't see that he's also benefiting.
Big Macs and donuts. It's fucking disgusting, right? It's completely EDP to eat a bunch of fucking Big Macs and donuts. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, DoorDash, what'd you order? What did you order today?
Right? It's completely immoral.
Right.
But, oh, look at these.
It's immoral. It's immoral that they ordered fucking food. Not what EDP did. He won't comment on that. But it's immoral that they're eating donuts. Okay, dude.
Lolcow guys, let's laugh at them and talk about them today so he gets attention, right? Like, that's not me. I'm literally the polar opposite. I want nothing to do with that. I just want people to come by and hang out with me and enjoy games and a fun discussion during a podcast, and I want to branch out over the years. Now I'm doing throwback content because I'm such a long time and prolific creator. I want to eventually get into other topics of discussion as we've talked about this year. I don't want to be a guy that literally the only reason you'll pay attention to me is because I did something embarrassing on the internet today. Okay?
What? That's the... That's already the case. That's already the case.
There you have it.
Oh my god.
I'm avoiding it. I'm glad I did. Okay?
Holy shit.
There you go. And no,
this
people are
dude's
being
so
stupid
delusional.
because again, what is it with these people who think that life is black and white? Because like literally now people in the chat, oh, so that means Mike Klum is a detractor. No, it doesn't, stupid.
Bruh even. Bro and a bruh. Bro! This dude just said he's glad he didn't do the documentary because he doesn't want to go into that drama shit. He just called it drama shit. So let's see how you're an idiot.
And just saying that is incredibly stupid that you would even say something like that. What are you talking about? Life is not black and white. I keep telling you this. There's many shades of gray and many compromises and middle of the road things. This is where reality is. It's not either someone absolutely loves you or absolutely hates you. Either they're your biggest fan or your biggest detractor. No. I feel like Mike Klum would have done a neutral take. I do believe that. Like, he would have done a neutral take where, you judge for yourself. Right? But the fact is that when his history is Boogie and now EDP, these guys that are, totally different from me, but almost similar situation to themselves, what does that mean for what this documentary would have been observed? Because here's the truth. In life, it's not about what's real.
What?
It's about how it's perceived. That's actually a really good point. In life,
That's a good point, Phil. Yes, Phil, I agree. Phil.
it's not about what's factually true. It's not about what actually happened. It's about the perception of reality. Because it doesn't matter what the truth of the matter is. If everyone believes something else, then that's their reality. And that's the situation with me. Is that even though I have nothing to do with Boogie, I have nothing to do with EDP, I have nothing to do with Wings of Redemption, I'm nothing like any of them.
How can
People
you still
will
think
constantly
this?
group me into them anyway because the perception is told to do that by a mob of people on the internet.
I don't understand how he can unironically, legitimately, like, factually agree with that. Like, actually think that. I don't know. You saying you're nothing like them just makes you more like them. How do you not see this irony?
Right?
Embrace
So,
it, dude. That's insane.
That's the truth. Even if I did a documentary, right, that really did cover me in a very fair way and actually showed both sides of the equation and actually fairly covered everything going on, right? Guess what would have happened? People still would have said, wow, look, this is the documentary that exposes Phil and does horrible things. What? They still would have said that. You know, I really believe that. Like, again, I don't think I'm ever going to get a fair shake. I don't think that would ever happen.
What?
Because it seems to me like,
What?
no matter what, there's always an underlying...
He just said the Mike Klum thing would
I
be
had
a
to
fair,
do it to them,
a neutral... okay, whatever. Moving on. Thank you,
$5
Wesley.
from Wesley H. Phil is mad his community thinks in absolutes when that's all he does. They learned it all from him.
Exactly, Wesley. Exactly. What a great point. I can't even add anything to that. That's like... That's astute of you. It's great.
agenda
Thank you
on
so
the
much.
internet of, you know, cancel culture, fuck this guy, he's the guy who we've hated on for over a decade, let's just keep that bandwagon rolling because it always gets us the lulz and gives us content to talk about. I mean, again, I'll go back to the reference to that Turkey Tom documentary from in the fall, right?
Tomato Tom.
He does a documentary and a lot of people are saying, it's not that bad, Phil. There's some things in there that you probably disagree with, but it's not that bad. It's mostly a neutral take, right? And I'm considering doing an interview with the guy about it after the fact. And then come to find out, the guy is going on a podcast called the Lolcow Podcast, appearing as a lolcow farmer to milk people on the internet for drama content so he can make money. Like, literally, that's the premise. Then he's saying in videos about me, well, I think I've milked Phil enough. And he says, that's disgusting, right? That's the mentality of a lot of these people on the fucking internet, is how much can I milk out of people?
$2 from Lord Kane 666.
Jeez Louise.
Fear. Fear.
Fear.
Fear.
Fear.
Fear.
Fear.
Fear.
Fear.
Fear. Fear.
Oh no. Thank you, Lord
For
King.
personal benefit. So, no, I don't think that I want to be milked. Okay, I
Nice.
don't. I'm done with this nonsensical stuff.
That
I'm
milking
just going
line
to do my
really
own
bothered
content,
him.
Okay, and you know, it is what it is. There's going to be ups and downs to that. There's going to be times when I'm playing a prominent game, there's something exciting going on, and people are interested. There's going to be times like literally right now, where it's a million RPGs and people have burnout and they're waiting for new content that's different, right? And that's the case. And it's never going to be, you know, that situation where we're going to always have prominence or attention. But as long as I have a positive viewer base who come and support me no matter what I do, I'm good. And I have that. I do have that. So I'm happy and grateful for that. Maybe that's why I'm different from all the others who they have to make drama in order to get any kind of attention or popularity. I don't have to do that. I can still be successful without that nonsense. And I'm happy for that and grateful for that.
Nonsense.
Because if that were the case, if the only way I could get noticed was drama, then I would stop making content entirely. Really. I would just quit. Okay?
You should.
I would have enough. I'd be like, that's enough of that crap. So.
What? You should
just
be.
popped
You
up
should
on
have
my
already
screen.
quit
Oh,
with
okay.
this logic, but okay.
Never mind. Nothing bad.
All right. EDP was framed though.
Okay.
But
So.
it's immoral that they're eating fast food. That's the immoral part.
There you have it. And,
Okay. Are we done here? Can we go live?
there we go. Yeah, everything froze for a second and it worked. I guess I blipped there. Okay, cool.
Okay. Move on. Move on. Come on.
But I was saying that because, you know, they don't like reality. They like to live in their parallel dimension and they don't believe reality for what it is. So fuck you and get out of my chat.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
What happened? There was a blip over here and then a bunch of people got banned at the same time for being
Blip
trolls, so that's
TV.
what happened.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's time to go live, guys. EDP was framed. Always remember that.
Yeah, I mean,
according to this dude. Okay, let's go live. We're watching the level 1 live. Holy fuck. Look at how much we can skip. Look at all this beautiful fucking skip juice. Let's go. We're live, guys. Let's go.
Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to the show. Today is Wednesday, the 6th of March, 2024. My final day of the week. Tomorrow I got my day off, finally. Man, I need it. Although it's not going to be much of a day off. I've got a ridiculous amount of stuff to do tomorrow. Oh, all backed up, so it is what it is. But, wow.
Got the Dexter shirt on?
Yes, I am excited for today. Because today is RPG Day. A double RPG Day, that is. Continuing on with both Baldur's Gate 3 and Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I'm excited for both streams. We got a fun podcast today talking about various different topics. Good stuff. Good stuff all around. It should be a solid day here to end the week. And so, where do we begin? How about we begin with yesterday's podcast when early on in the show, I basically opened the show talking a little bit about an updated thoughts on the documentary that I was in the works with Mike Klum to make over the course of this year, and that I decided against in January. And I really haven't said that much about it since then, because once it was done and canceled, there was really nothing else to say. But over the last few days, people have been coming into the chat here during my streams and talking about, oh, did you hear that Mike Klum is doing a documentary on this other guy?
Didn't we just watch this? Bros, didn't we just fucking watch this? This is like a repeat.
EDP.
What's happening?
And what are your thoughts on that? And man, you really dodged a bullet.
What?
I really don't need to rehash what I said yesterday because it's all there in the show. You can watch it. I talked about it for like a good 20 minutes. In summary, I felt like I did dodge a bullet. Like, it seems like Mike, in the content that he's making right now, is catered in a direction towards this lolcow style content, or people who are, you know, really
dude, stop.
In a situation where, like, it's their last desperate attempt to get someone to care about them on the internet, and that's what his documentaries are. Correct? I mean, let's be honest. It was a Boogie like that. I mean, it was called The Sad Life, Dark Life of Boogie, and now you've got EDP, who everyone on the internet has hated on for, I guess, being caught out. A catfished, i.e., to expose that apparently the guy was involved with pedophilia. Again, I don't know, because I don't follow this stuff.
Right.
I have no idea.
Don't call it immoral. Call the fast food immoral again, please.
I only know what I hear or what people tell me. Okay?
Right.
So.
Thank you, Phil.
I.e.,
what an
me
adult
being
opinion.
wrapped up in that kind of content is not beneficial for me, myself, or my brand, or my content, or my viewers, or anyone, right? Let's be honest. Even if my documentary would not have been like that, it still wouldn't have made sense, because then it's like you still get associated with it, correct? So, pretty much that's all I said.
This is all weird, too, because if the documentary was on you, there wouldn't be one on EDP. Like, you couldn't have known this back in January. So what do you mean? Being associated with what? None of this would have happened if you agreed to do it. Dude, what? Whatever.
Yesterday, you know, about that.
Go fuck yourself.
And apparently, I've been misrepresented in two different ways. So one group is saying, oh, did you hear how Phil is totally condemning, like, Mike Klum?
What is Phil's brand? Trash. Garbage. Spam uploaded to the internet. Remember when he got, like, unbanned from Google Plus or whatever? And all of his videos unprivated, and then he got auto-banned from Google for spamming videos. They said he was spamming uploads. That was pretty funny. I remember that. That was in like 2019 or something.
And EDP and all of this, like, basically he's like shitting all over them. I don't realize that happened.
That's his brand.
That. I was here in this chair yesterday.
What?
And that didn't happen on the show.
Wait, what? What happened?
With them, and EDP and all of this. Hear how Phil is totally condemning, like, Mike Klum and EDP and all of this, like, basically he's like shitting all over them. I don't realize that happened. I don't remember that. I was here in this chair yesterday, and that didn't happen on the show.
Did I get your super chat? Oh no, I didn't. What happened? Did I miss one?
Yeah, people.
Oh yeah, it didn't play. Jay Wessow can't even take him seriously with all the snorting and burping. His delusional perspective is not normal. He might have schizophrenia. Yeah, I said it. Jeez. Well, yeah, I mean, he goes on schizo rant sometimes. I don't know if he actually has it, like, unironically, like, actually has it. But, yeah, man, I don't know. These rants sometimes get it insane. EDP was framed.
People are saying that.
Thank you, Jay
right?
Wessow. Sorry,
it's
I didn't
like,
play.
Okay, sure.
Get scammed.
Sure,
dude.
I did, right? On the other side of it, people are saying I defended EDP. Really?
You did.
So by me coming on my own show and saying...
You said he was framed.
It doesn't make sense for me to do a documentary with Mike Klum because he's associating himself with people like EDP. That was defending EDP. Maybe in some weird parallel universe where right means left, up means down, it's actually the opposite. I'm telling you that guy is one of, you know, the worst liked people on the internet.
One of the worst liked people on the internet doesn't really give us your opinion on him. Like, bro, you literally said fast food was immoral, but you didn't say what he did was immoral and wrong. You still haven't said it. You said, in fact, you said he was framed. So, I mean, come on, give us your fucking opinion, Mr. Adult.
People have written him off and said that this is like concrete
Stop telling me what other people think. Tell me what you think, motherfucker.
Things that he's done or tried to do, and the only reason he's not in jail is because it was done on the internet. Like, for example, if the police had set up EDP in one of these kind of to catch a predator situations, he'd be in jail right now. But instead, it was like people on YouTube who did it. So they got some YouTube views out of it, but it wasn't like able to be evidence for court or whatever. And so he's still out, you know, but definitely he's caught out doing this stuff, right? At least, again, this is what I'm to understand from what I've been told.
Look at this guy walking on eggshells around this situation. Like, what's wrong with you? I don't know. This is pretty weird to me that you can't take a stance that fucking talking to like 15-year-olds is wrong. And this is the next day. You're telling me you didn't look into it so you could have an opinion, you fake piece of shit? What's wrong with you? This is really weird. It's weird that you're walking on eggshells around this whole thing. Bro can't say it's wrong. He could say it's immoral to eat fast food. Two fat guys eating fast food is immoral. But he can't say what the dude did is wrong. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Have any evidence sitting in front of me. I don't have any documentary that I've watched.
I don't have evidence.
What I've heard. This is like what people talk about on the internet, right?
You have no evidence that they were eating the food either. Why was that immoral? They were just in the photo. You don't know that they ate it. Maybe it was just sitting there. Piece of shit. Fuck you. I hate this guy.
So anyway,
fuck you.
With all that being said, I don't know how you can spin that into me saying I either am being completely unfair to EDP or Mike Klum or I'm defending EDP. But it's hilarious because both situations are what people are saying I said. They're completely opposite, aren't they? Right? How could I have possibly said both? It doesn't even make sense at all, right? So, it's just it doesn't make any sense. What they try to do is they try semantics. Like I guess they said I'd said either set up or framed or whatever.
You said it again though. You said it again. Hey Zodsky with the 2. Why are the alerts not playing? Dude, I gotta. Francisco, I need your help with this. Internet trolls catching pedos doesn't count. Yeah, according to DSP.
Should have said was like to catch a predator. That's what I should have said.
I don't know, bro. If internet trolls catch you talking stuff with someone who they think is like 13 years old, that's still wrong. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are or who you think you were talking to. That's pretty fucked up, man. And it's wrong.
Predator is a setup.
I'll go out on a limb here with my hot take and say that talking to someone who you think is 13 is wrong.
They're setting you up to think.
I know it's controversial.
You get caught out for these heinous actions you were intending to perform. Correct? So maybe if I worded it better, doesn't matter. It's, you know what I said. If you were here on you actually watched the show in context, you know exactly what I'm saying. But that's the problem with the people on the internet who don't like me. They literally take the stuff out of context, then say I meant this when I never meant to say that. Obviously, you know, they're full of shit. So anyway, I just find it's funny that these idiots literally spin it 2 different ways that couldn't possibly both be true because they contradict each other. But you know my stance now, right, everybody? You understand it now?
You still haven't given a
stance.
I'm
not going to be doing a documentary regardless because I'm too busy to do it. My life is too hectic, and right now I wouldn't be able to do it properly. That's number 1. Number 2, I feel like a documentary is something you do when it's your last chance or your last desperate attempt. I'm not in that situation whatsoever. I have a successful business and a positive viewer base. I'm not in a situation where I have to make drama to get views and or be known on the internet. That's a good thing. Okay? And yes, up front, I'm saying it publicly to the world, I'm not going to be involved in a line of documentaries that are involving people that literally have nothing to do with me or my life situation, because then you get an association with it. Okay? Boogie was one thing, but now EDP now.
$2 from Lord Kane 666. He's confirming the reason Derek is still there.
Oh boy.
I had to do it to them, snipe.
It's a sneaky good point, Lord Kane.
$5 from Wesley H. People on To Catch a Predator faced consequences. EDP didn't. Why is Phil dumb?
I don't know, man.
Thank you.
That's like asking why is
Really,
fucking
$1.99
oxygen.
from
I don't really
Burrito.
know.
It's immoral for Phil to order DoorDash for his wife.
My wife.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
Thank you
yeah.
guys.
So unless there is
Thank you, Garrido.
more stuff coming from Mike Klum that's nothing to do with that lolcow shit, then I don't want to do a documentary like that. You understand? Maybe there will be for different stuff in the future. I don't know. But as of where I'm seeing that going, I have zero interest in doing anything like that. All right. In fact, like I said, I dodged a bullet because I didn't know what was going to happen with other work that Mike Klum was doing and stuff like that. Now, let's say we were doing the documentary and then it comes out he's doing an EDP documentary. Now everyone will be like, oh, so now DSP is associated with EDP. You see? So I do feel like I dodged a bullet. Just being honest. Okay. So there you go. That's my final stance on it.
Okay.
And I have nothing else to say about it because there is nothing else to say about it. I don't know. I don't care. I'm not involved. Okay? Fair enough? So don't listen to the nonsense. I literally didn't say either thing that morons on the internet are saying I said. Just watch the show from yesterday and you'll see in context the whole discussion.
Right, the whole discussion, he didn't actually, last thing I'll say about this, he didn't actually say anything. He didn't really give any opinion, and today he didn't give any opinion. He's walking on eggshells around this whole thing, and mostly just focusing on himself, and saying how he doesn't want to be associated with anything. And that's kind of the end of the point. And now he's burning the bridge with the documentary.
Fair enough.
That's all I'll say.
Okay, outside of that
That's all I'll
yesterday,
point
it was
out.
a great streaming day. I made major progress in
Don't care.
that this game is harder than Street Fighter. I agree with that, actually. And a lot of people are also saying that even YouTubers who play Tekken are having an issue getting out of red into purple. A lot of them kind of hang around high red, low purple, and they juggle back and forth, but they have a hard time hitting it. So it's an accomplishment for me. All right? Again, someone who I felt like at one point, any attempt to get good at fighting games was in my past. I hear the landscapers outside. I'm gonna have to close the window in a second. But yeah, like, I really felt that way.
I care about this shit, because I don't give a shit.
Like, I played competitive Street Fighter at a high level in my early to mid 20s. And then I basically tapped out. You know what I mean? Like I said, forget this. Did I play Street Fighter after that? Yeah, for YouTube, dicking around. Playing, Madness series, picking each random character and essentially just messing around, doing sets, swearing at the TV, swearing at the people on the other.
This is a big retcon. Him implying that when he started his YouTube, he didn't want to take it seriously anymore. Like, he was still going to tournaments. He went to tournaments and recorded footage and talked shit and tried to, like, start feuds with other people at a tournament. Like, dude, you were still taking it seriously. Why are you retconning any of this?
Friend of the internet for fun.
I can go back and watch this stuff. Okay. Nice. I'll let you guys listen to this. The nothing that's happening.
Okay. The point I'm making here is, for the last 15 years, I haven't actually tried to be good at Street Fighter, okay? One of the things that everyone has always made fun of me for is a comment that I made like over a decade ago. And I think it was something to the effect of, I can be good at games competitively if I try.
If
like
I
any
want
game
to.
I can pick up and play at a competitive level if I actually dedicated myself to it. Now, a lot of people made fun of me for that and said, ha, yeah, like Phil's going to play League of Legends competitively. Phil's going to play Call of Duty competitively or whatever. But it's funny because over the years, if you watch my gameplay, right? Take a look at Call of Duty. There's actually been years where I play it quite a bit, and I'm actually good at it. When I play it, I'm dominating. I'm always at the top of the leaderboards. I'm the one with the crazy kill streaks and everything, right? And people are like, where does this come from? Because all I've ever heard is that Phil sucks at video games, so how is he good at Call of Duty like this? You tell me, right?
I
and
had
in Street
to
Fighter,
do it to them, snipe.
Thank you, Dudette.
He walks on eggshells, then complains when people interpret contradictory takes from him.
Yeah, exactly. And then he can just say, well, I never said that I was defending him. I just never, like, stand against it. I never flat out said it, though. Like, he acts all vague about shit, and then you call him out, and then, why are you saying that I said this? I never said that. Look, he's getting viewbotted. He's getting viewbotted live right now. He's got 1,000 viewers, 1,074.
I mean, literally any Street Fighter
Nice.
that I played, except for 5, because I hated 5. Legit, I just straight up hated Street Fighter 5 and didn't want to play it. I thought it played like trash. But any of these games, that I've tried playing and I mess around with, I usually get decent at. But then I just don't care, right? Like,
I don't
admittedly,
care.
take a look at the fighting games I covered in the last, 10 plus years. The Mortal Kombat trilogy, so that would be 9, 10, and 11. Injustice 1 and 2. I'm trying to think, what Capcom...
So he's not far from the truth there. He is decent at fighting games. Like, the reason why he likes fighting games and then, a month later hates them is because when he starts, he's starting, at a higher point than most people typically do. Because he knows the fundamentals. He's He's aware of like how to play fighting games. So he's okay. And then when people learn the game and a month later they're better than him, he's trying to say now that he doesn't care. It's like, no, dude, it's not that you don't care. It's just that people pass you by.
I had to do it to them snipe.
And so you give up trying because people are better than you.
$5 from Smoke One More Gaming.
Thank you,
This
Smoke.
guy is absolutely horrible. I hate him. All he does complain and think he's better than everyone. He's horrible at every game he plays.
No, dude, he's decent at fighting games. He's like mediocre, okay? So that means, you know, he's like good.
I even would have played, but not Street Fighter 5 because I tried Street Fighter 5 and I hated it. You know, Tekken 7, which is really a joke compared to how I'm covering Tekken 8.
Oh, boy. Thank you, Smoke.
That's true. Smash Brothers, I did. When the new Smash Brothers came out, I tried that. Multiverses is another case, right? Basically, what I do is I cover them in a way where I play a bunch of characters. I go through the story modes. I'll maybe switch around, try some good stuff with each character, and then I just drop them within like a few weeks. I'm like, all right, whatever, it's run its course. I never really tried to learn the competitive nature of the games at all. I don't bother with it. I feel like it's not worth the time. Now, here's the thing.
It's got the vagina hands going.
I feel like now, since Street Fighter 6, since I actually put in the time and effort for months and months to get back into competitive fighting games, I feel like I'm back in a position where I could get good at fighting games again if I so chose. But people ask me, well, what are you doing it for? Are you actually going to go to a tournament? No. No, I'm not. What? Yeah, there's a difference between playing a fighting game casually, playing a fighting game at a good level, and playing a fighting game professionally. Those are three completely different experiences.
You don't have to be like, bro, I'm gonna nitpick this. You don't have to be a professional to play in a tournament. Anybody could play in a tournament. I could go right now. I suck at fighting games, but I can go try to get into a tournament. Like, you don't have to be a professional.
You know,
if I go to my local Seattle mom and pop game store and they're hosting a little tournament, like, I can just go. The fuck? You don't, like, he has to take it to the extreme just so that he can make an excuse to not go. He has to take it to the extreme.
10 bands in your life.
Holy shit, 10 bands, dude. Thank you so much, Wesley.
$10 from Wesley H. He sounds like a high schooler who brags that they could have straight A's if he tried, but that's just a useless excuse.
Exactly.
He's mentally a teenager. And he only played Smash Brothers and for fun no 1v1.
He was afraid of 1v1s in Smash. He ran away from them. He didn't want to do them. He did one and then complained that it was laggy and then never played it again.
Casually, you just...
Thank you, Wesley. Yeah, the teenager thing is great. He's just like a 12-year-old.
Don't give a shit. You're just fucking around. If you can land a good combo or get a few wins in a win streak, haha, but it doesn't matter. Trying to get good at a fighting game, it's a different level. You feel a level of accomplishment when you overcome a big adversary or you go on a good win streak or you hit a good ranked level like I just did last night.
Seal, like, bro, Seal, he was scared. Like, he was complaining the whole time that his chat kept telling him to do 1v1, and then he did a 1v1 in Smash Bros. And was yelling at his chat, like, this is what you guys wanted. Look how laggy it is. This is what you wanted. Yeah,
but
really
absolutely
funny.
not. Am I going to go at a pro level or anything like that? I don't care about it enough. If I did, you have any idea the amount of investment it takes? Take a look at the pro players out there who are doing the best. They're signed to teams. A lot of them have sponsors paying their way to travel to do this. They are constantly playing the game. Some of them a minimum of 5 hours a day. They're going to every tournament, every online competition. That's how you play these games at a high level, right? Not by just dicking around casually online a couple hours a week. You're not going to do that, right? I'm just not into that. My life is very different. I enjoy being a variety style content creator here on YouTube. I want nothing to do with the professional grind. I know what it's like. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've actually been there in that lifestyle. Back in the 2000s, I was traveling around for competitive Street Fighter and everything. And dude, I do not envy that lifestyle. It is very draining. It is very stressful. It is time consuming. And it is definitely, if you ever heard
this is what he says about his lifestyle now. He just argued that he can't do the documentary because of how draining and busy and hectic his schedule is now. So what difference does it make? I don't see the point.
The term grind, that's like your life is a grind. Your whole life is just a grind.
He describes his life now like that.
Get enough wins that you're notable, that people talk about you, that people want to see you play.
And also, I'm going to say it one more time. He's going to the extreme yet again. People saying go to a tournament. Like, he doesn't have to go to Evo. He can just go to a local tournament and film around like he used to do. He used to upload that shit. Whoops, I clicked. Okay.
They're collecting dust.
Where the fuck were we? Shit, does anyone remember?
Maybe down the line, but Tekken 8 is very exciting to me right now, and I want to keep going. I mean, what's my next goal? I want to hit blue. I want to get to blue with Yoshimitsu because that's kind of where people consider master rank, you know? So I definitely want to keep going. And I hope that people, again, will be along for the ride. I was very happy and pleased last night when people actually were very supportive of me hitting purple. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, that's really nice of people to actually support like that.
Wow,
we hadn't seen that level
money,
of support for Tekken in a long time, you know?
Okay.
But anyway, thank you for being along for this journey. Again, in my 40s, about to hit 42 years of age in a month, actually. Wow, 1 month from today is actually my 42nd birthday. I didn't even realize that.
Wow, give me money, please.
And
feel bad for me.
I'm actually doing better at fighting games now than I ever have before, with the exception being the mid-2000s when I was doing so well at Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I would argue that was the highest level of competition I've ever had when I was winning tournaments and stuff in Super Turbo. But outside of that, now is the best I've ever been. And I'm old. I have bad reaction time, right?
Point.
And I'm still doing well. That's pretty crazy. So anyway, I certainly hope that you guys are enjoying this stuff, and I'm going to keep with it. Stick with it.
Whoa. Look at his chat. Hold up. Hold the fuck up. You guys don't see it. I'm going to fucking put it up. Where is it? Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, I'll pull it up. He pinned something in his chat right here. He just posted it. Attention. Trolls have been maliciously attacking this channel with bots. Please ignore the botting and do not talk about it or give it attention, as this is exactly what they want. Thank you. Yeah, it's trolls, dude. Trolls are the ones making your channel look better.
And try to get my Yoshimitsu to blue. I don't know if it'll happen.
Okay.
What very well may happen is I'm gonna hit a wall where, because I only play the game a couple times a week, I just don't have enough knowledge to win anymore. I'll win a few, then lose a few, then win a few and lose a few, and never be able to proceed, because people are going to have these advanced tactics and strategies that I'm not going to understand. You know, right now I'm having a lot of problems with character knowledge. Every time I fight a Kuma, I lose because the Kuma does something I didn't even know was in.
I don't care. I don't give a shit.
It's going to be a late night stream of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and we've hit chapter 8.
Don't care.
And
skipping schedule
of private patron videos and, you know, tax work and other shit, probably everything smashed together. So no stream that Monday night, but then I will be here full time for that Tuesday and Wednesday again.
Monday night, no stream, guys. Mark your calendars. He's not streaming
then the
Monday
cool thing
night.
is that next week the Star Wars Battlefront collection's coming out, so I'm probably going to check that out. And
hey, let's get a squad going, guys. Let's play some Star Wars Battlefront. Join my Discord if you want. If you want to play some Star Wars Battlefront
into the
when
schedule,
that comes out.
you know, even if it means that I have to cut back a little bit on other stuff like Tekken, I guess. I want to play it. The game is super fun. In the mid-2000s, it was one of the best multiplayer games ever made. And I hope that it retains that level of just silly fun, especially because now it's up to 64-player multiplayer. So I'm excited for that. So that's what's going on right now. Keep in mind, the next big thing is in exactly 1 month. On my birthday, April 6th, it will be DSP's birthday bash celebration here on DSP Gaming. What are we going to be doing? Well, one thing we'll definitely be doing is doing the game schedule update, going through the calendar for the rest of the year, now that all these games release dates will now be out, and I want to talk about them. I want to, you know, actually flesh them out and say, hey, here's what we're interested in, so people have a better idea
birthday
of what I'm going to be doing. Okay, but in addition to that, we're also going to have a big celebration for my birthday. My wife's probably going to make me a cake. We'll have that. Probably order some food, so have a meal together.
Nice.
Now, what else we do is up to you.
The dry
Maybe you'd like to
cake?
see me do more retro react stuff that day. We can react to like more. I don't know. We'll probably be done with Heavy Rain by then, I'm thinking. But maybe we could do a different game. That would be fine. Or maybe you would like to have me play some games. Maybe some multiplayer, right? Maybe some Battlefront. Maybe some Tekken. I don't know. We can figure it out. Let's talk about it over the next month, and let's figure out exactly what you want to see on that day.
I love how his all of his events are just, let's do the same shit that I am doing currently. That's all of his events. Let's do the shit I'm already doing.
Okay? Let's
What a
talk
cool
it
event,
out. Let's
dude.
figure
That's awesome.
it out and go from there. Yes, people are saying we'll
The added benefit is that he gets to waste a bunch of time eating food. That's such a cool event.
Cat be on the stream. I don't know. That's up to her. But if
Cat.
you guys wanted to have her on stream, maybe just have her sit down, do some Q&A for a little bit, just talk, you know, so you can see how she's been doing. Maybe we'll do that. That's something interesting, you know. So we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out and go for
I can already picture the conversation. He's gonna guilt trip her into coming. He's gonna be like, come on, honey, it's my birthday, you know? Like, people want to see you for my birthday. He's gonna guilt trip her.
From there.
He's gonna force her to come on.
Okay, that's really the stuff that I had to talk about today in regards to all of that. However, the one big thing to talk about today, folks, the news all over the internet. All right? So I guess, I guess we should say this kind of is DSPNews, even though it's really not like a formal news segment. It is official. Rooster
I had to
Teeth.
do it to them snipe.
Dude, Wesley H with the 5. Thank you so much.
$5 from Wesley H. I love that he doesn't even suggest a view lobby or anything that's
I know.
actually interactive with his chat. What a lazy deal.
Yeah, exactly. He can't even do like a community night, multiplayer, party chat, some kind of Jackbox, nothing. I'm gonna play shit, you're gonna watch, okay?
A once ginormous pop culture and gaming dynamo of a company
Here you go.
is officially closed.
He
It
outlasted
was
another one.
announced this morning, Warner Discovery, who actually owns Rooster Teeth, is ending Rooster Teeth. Done. So all ongoing
Dunzo.
projects under its umbrella are now canceled. The only exception, I guess they had already started creating like a
Yikes.
spin-off segment
Fair enough, Jackbox wouldn't be good.
for podcasts. So they're saying that like podcasts that were under its umbrella are likely to continue. But outside of that, all other content that Rooster Teeth makes is now done. Okay? Now, you may not even know what Rooster Teeth is. You know, back in the day,
Oh my
they
God.
came to prominence around the time of Halo, like Halo 2 and Halo 3, for Red vs. Blue, an online series, I'll argue, it was ahead of its time, right? To take the game of Halo and to be able to create situations where you could control the characters and make them act out as if they're on a sitcom, right? How did you do that? I mean, no one was doing anything like that back then. It totally was revolutionary. I mean, this was before YouTube. So they were uploading episodes of this show to their own servers and bringing people to them through their own website so people could watch this web series, right? And basically, this show got so popular that they started being able to make money and monetize and things like that
Money.
around the era of YouTube. And then they branched out and did all kinds of content on the internet. You know, comedy-style skits, news-style shows, podcasting. I would argue probably the other big thing from them was that cartoonish anime series, RWBY. Now, I've never seen it, so I don't know anything about it, but I heard it was very, very popular at the height of its popularity, and people were, like, crazy for it, and people were, you know, one of those things you go to a convention, oh, they're selling merch of it, they're talking about it, people are cosplaying as it and shit like that.
That's
right?
what he tried doing with Project 7.
So basically, I guess that
Whoa.
was, like, super popular at one time.
Look at how
But
jealous
the
he
crazy
is.
thing about the end of Rooster Teeth is that at one point they were so huge, they were like the big gaming media company, and they were buying up other gaming media to become part of their company. Like one of the things, infamously, one of the things that happened with ScrewAttack.com back in the day is that ScrewAttack
Soon
allowed
do that.
themselves to be bought by Rooster Teeth, and then Rooster Teeth decided we're just going to close all of it except for Death Battles. Death Battles was a show where they would pit, for example, Superman versus Goku, right? Who would win, right? And this was one of the more popular things ScrewAttack did. So ScrewAttack sold out and then literally
Sold
had their
out.
entire company.
Look at this. He loves talking about Screw Attack because it's Stuttering Craig. Like, he's so transparent and so disingenuous and so fucking annoying and such a child that you can just read right through him. You can see right through him.
Closed because Rooster Teeth did.
Like, somehow it's a bad thing that Stuttering Craig sold it and made a bunch of money selling it. That's a bad thing? Like, bro, if you can sell DSP Gaming for like $3 million, would you do it? I don't know, dude. I think you would do it.
Didn't think there was any value to it.
Nice.
Funny. Anyway,
Childish laugh, childish toxicity. Let's go.
that's what I mean. Like, this was a company that was so popular and so profitable and so big, they would go around the internet and buy up podcasts, buy up entire entities of gaming related stuff and absorb them into their collective. So they were huge. And then I guess what they did is they just kind of like
He was so
squandered it all, you know? And the question is like, what really happened? It's a good question.
I mean,
because
squandered it all. They were purchased by Warner Brothers. Is that really squandering it? I don't know. They kind of sold to a big company.
I don't know. I haven't analyzed.
I don't know how much they sold for, but
what happened with Rooster Teeth. I see different people's opinions. For example, I see some people are saying at one point the management, like the people actually running the company from behind the scenes, were exposed for really heinous practices and awful things that they did to employees and others, and therefore because of that they lost a lot of their prominence, a lot of their respect,
like doxing a viewer.
I think at one point a lot of people left the company because they felt like the company wasn't going in the direction that they wanted to be associated with. So when you lose a lot of your talent who people like, and that talent moves on to do their own stuff, you're going to lose a lot of your viewer base. They're going to move over there, and you're left behind with the leftovers, right? So I think that's what happened is over time, basically, people were upset with the fact that Rooster Teeth was just kind of a skeleton or a shell of its former self, where the people who really were talented or the people who were well-liked were leaving the company to go do other endeavors.
Steve Guy, I like how he talks about EDP with kid gloves, no pun intended, but with this company, he doesn't like, for petty reasons, he uses all of the most jarring language to talk about why they failed. Yeah, also, Francisco pointed it out. They were acquiring different corporations to make theirs more attractive for an acquisition. It's kind of like what Warner Brothers currently is doing, like merging streaming services and acquiring Discovery and whatever the fuck they acquired. And now there's talk of them apparently trying to sell. It's like, companies do this, Mr. Business Degree. What the fuck is wrong with you? Rooster Teeth sold to Warner Brothers. I wouldn't say they squandered it. I don't know. Whatever.
And the people left behind were like the second and third stringers, and people weren't liking that as much. Yeah, so you know, over time, things change. You know, this is a company that I think they were around before YouTube. So you're probably talking like over 20 years that they were prominent and making tons of money. And you're like, well, where did it all go? How the hell did they screw that up?
They didn't.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
That would be a fascinating topic to probably like delve into. I'm absolutely sure there's probably people out there who have done documentaries on it. But now there's probably more coming because it was officially announced today.
Do you guys see that super chat? Stop talking so much and play a game. That's going to be banned. That's pretty good.
That it is done. Like today, it is over. They are done. They're liquidated, done. And only some of the podcasts will continue on. But all of their content coming out of Rooster Teeth has ended. And it's funny because some people are like, oh, what about Death Battle? Yeah, that's Rooster Teeth. So the one remnant of what used to be like Screw Attack is now gone. It will not exist anymore. It's done. Went out of business, you know?
Okay.
So, yeah, it's weird. It is weird, for sure, to have something like that that's kind of been, you know, since the era of the internet being dominant, internet culture, gaming culture on the internet being dominant, Rooster Teeth has always been a part of that.
Yeah, Devour.
Right? And now to say that one of the originators of gaming memes, gaming content is gone is weird, you know? But I think a lot of people have said they've seen the writing on the wall for a long time. When they saw the company grow too big for its own good, lose its actual direction, lose the spirit of what originally it was supposed to be, literally start buying up everyone else and smashing them into their collective brand, and then them losing their identities, right? Like, it just got worse and worse and worse, to the point where every new scandal, every new thing that was exposed, every new misstep was just, oh God, it's definitely on the way out, right? So
reminds me of Burnell and
I'm wondering, usually when
Burnell Productions, Burnell Enterprises,
something like this happens,
one of those,
what'll happen, like Warner Discovery owns them now, which is weird. You're like, well, Rooster Teeth was buying up everyone else, but now Rooster Teeth got bought. Yeah, Rooster Teeth years ago got bought by Warner Brothers.
Yeah, they did
Warner
that on
Discovery
purpose.
Or whatever. And likely what will happen is they will try to find things that are still of value and try to save them and sell them off, right? Like, for example, you remember Square Enix a few years ago decided to sell off many of their popular game lines, and now those are being published by other companies and stuff like that. Probably that's what will happen. Like, I'd be surprised if, like, someone doesn't pick up that RWBY and the rights to it,
RWBY.
or someone doesn't pick up a show like Death Battle. I mean, it doesn't make sense. If these things still have some popularity to them, if people are still interested in spending money on them, why just end them? Or for example, I guess with that RWBY, it's first of all, it has how many seasons? Like a ton, right? You're not just gonna stop selling it, of course not, right? Likely they're gonna find a way to keep distributing it, whether digitally or physically or whatever, so that people can keep buying it. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm assuming that they will probably have someone else make the show. That's what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? It's pronounced RWBY. I don't even know that. I didn't even know it was pronounced RWBY. I've never seen the show. I don't even know. It's pronounced RWBY. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Vibe. But what's sad, always what's the saddest in a situation like this, is all the people who over the years have been a part of Rooster Teeth and have put their blood, sweat, and tears into that company.
You don't
and
care.
tried to make it as good as it could be.
Why are you
And the
pretending that
fans
you
I
care?
had to do it to them, snipe.
Like, he doesn't give a shit. Why does he?
$5 from
Whatever.
Wesley H. So Phil will gladly believe and parrot what's said about others online and form his opinions from that, but it's wrong when other
Yeah.
people do it to
Wesley,
him. Thoughtful
exactly.
face.
I saw Nuclear Detractor in chat saying he keeps saying scandals and things that happen, but he's not really saying anything that happened. So for some reason he can believe everything about the company, but he refuses to believe about EDP and says that he was framed and he was set up.
part of that experience for
Right.
some 20 years who now are just left in the lurch.
Like, he only hates Rooster Teeth because they were a channel on YouTube that was more successful than him.
You know, how do you
So, and he outlasted another one. Like, that's the only reason he's shitting on this.
go from being a company that was a little rinky-dink, oh, we're making little memeable videos about Halo, right, to being one of the most profitable, prominent, internet-related gaming companies for culture, podcasting, news, and memes and jokes, and you're so popular and so much money, you're buying up everyone else.
You're buying collectible statues and BMWs.
And then you mismanage that
And then you mismanage so bad that you have to bag online.
ship and literally drive it so far.
Like, this all just applies to him. Every single business company speech is just himself. That's all it is. It all applies to him. But he can't see it. He can't make that connection in his brain.
Into the freaking Bermuda Triangle, right? That your company gets bought out and now liquidated and done. I mean, wow, what a story and what a shitty one, honestly.
All right, dude. Whatever.
So that would be fascinating. Maybe one day we should explore that because again, I don't know. I've never really delved into it. I'll be honest, I was never a fan. I am aware of Red versus Blue because when Kat actually moved in with me, she used to be a fan of it, and so we watched some of it together, and I thought it was funny. I thought that the show overall there was some stuff that was stupid, but I actually thought that a lot of it was quite well done, right? But I mean, that's their past. That's not their present. That's their past. What they were known for, how they got prominent. But yeah, like I don't know that much about them. So, but man, just one of those bastions of gaming that's gone again, right? And the meme persists, I guess. Dark Side Phil is still here.
Here you go.
In 2024.
This is it.
Making content, and yet he's outlived another one. Goodbye to Rooster Teeth. It's like...
He loves that.
Yeah.
He can't help but smile and laugh about it. He was waiting that whole fucking build-up about caring about people's jobs and caring about the legacy. It's fake. It's fake. This is how fake this fucking snake is. He doesn't give a fuck. He just wanted to talk about this to say this part. This is the only part he cared about.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Okay. There you go. Andrew Dale actually says they lost a ton of their viewership and sponsors after it came out about their treatment of employees. See, I guess I would like to know more about that. I don't know anything about that. I don't know how they mistreated employees or anything. I never followed the history, so I don't know what happened there.
He was so adamant about it, though.
For me, the Red versus Blue stuff is like kind of like college level. It's kind of like college humor. Remember college humor? Like that. I think of it at the same level. Like it was stuff that was memeable internet culture, but it wasn't for me. It was like for a different group. I was never into Halo like that back then, so like I didn't care and I didn't know about it, nor did it really appeal to me. So it was like a different, offshoot of the same culture. Like totally I was into games, but I was into Street Fighter and I was into like, other stuff, while the whole Halo stuff was its own entity over here. So it kind of, I never really was in line with that. You know what I'm saying? So I never followed it or really knew much about it.
Whatever.
So. Pizza Box Gaming says college humor was great in its heyday. The stream's now making me feel so nostalgic. Yeah.
Okay, can we move on?
Anyway. All right, so goodbye, Rooster Teeth. Sucks. But maybe we'll investigate it one day. If you guys are ever interested in seeing me do something like a react.
So we'll investigate just means I will watch a YouTube video. That's the investigation that he's talking about, and he's gonna react to it.
If, like, maybe you guys know about a documentary.
There you go.
I'm sure there's probably a few out there covering Rooster Teeth.
There
If
you
you're ever
go.
interested in seeing me react to something like that,
That's research to him.
I'd be down for that. We haven't done a long-form documentary in a million years, right? I haven't watched a long-form, thing and reacted to it in a long-ass time. So if you're ever interested in something like that, let me know. Maybe we'll look into doing it as a one-off day.
I'll profit off their
variety of it,
downfalls.
okay?
Yeah.
Hell, DSP Reacts could use it. DSP Reacts is just a React show once a week. That's it. It could use something else extra on there, right?
Okay. How about you sell it to Warner Bros?
Now,
to them
sadly,
Dude, Punished Lasagna. Thank you.
$5 from Punished Lasagna. Tap dancing on the graves of others is the only time this hog experiences joy. What a hateful slur.
Yeah, dude. He is a harmful slur. I agree, Punished Lasagna.
the Xbox partner preview happened this morning when I was getting ready for stream. I couldn't watch it. I was showering.
Oh yeah, fun fact. Before he started his React channel, he showed his YouTube channel and he was watching a Downfall of Boogie video. Yeah, I remember that. He enjoys dancing on other people's graves.
I was eating breakfast. I was doing my daily, stuff.
What?
So it happened at 10 a.m. So if you guys know anything about Xbox Partner Preview, bring it up now. Or what I'll have to do is try to research it. During my day off, and we can talk about it on Friday. But it happened when I was...
Research it is watching a video.
No way I could possibly have watched it.
Cool research, dude. Hard work.
You forgot all about it. Yeah, people. I guess we'll have to look it up. I think people were saying they announced there's a sequel to The Sunken City, which blows my mind. Did anyone actually play The Sunken City? I tried. The game was an unfinished, buggy mess. It sucked shit. It was such a bad game. I dropped it. And you know me, I rarely drop games. And I dropped The Sunken City because it was garbage. So you're telling me there's a sequel? It's like, Jesus Christ, how many people bought that?
Oh, Sinking City?
Fucking stinker that they made a sequel.
That game's alright. It's not bad.
That actually confuses the living shit out of me.
Alright, whatever.
The thing is, I do feel like a game like that could do well if it actually had a budget, if it actually had production value. I don't know why it was treated so badly, right?
What?
Yeah, I agree. It had a good story and a detective narrative. I agree, but the game was just a mess. Remember how glitchy and buggy it was? How characters would clip around, disappear, the frame rate was bad. It just was a horrible, horrible mess. It definitely didn't feel like they had finished the game at all.
Okay, bro. Can we move on?
So that's just weird to me that...
Okay, shut up.
So, okay. Let's do a few quick shout-outs here.
Yeah, Coomer Police. I figured it out.
Anso Kamaru, with our first contribution of the day, $1.50 tip, says RWBY had such a tragic fate. First, the original creator and animator tragically died. They had an allergic reaction at the end of season 2, and the show continued on in a completely different direction that alienated many of the fans. Then one of its most popular voice actors, Vic Mignogna, gets hit with massive scandals, and they had to replace him, which alienated even more fans, and now this. The show is still super popular, though. Even has an official game in the Blaze Blue series, multiple independent games, a spin-off series, and is very popular in Japan, so I'm surprised if it doesn't get sold. You know it will. Yeah, something like that, you know it's going to. It's kind of like with Screw Attack what happened. Screw Attack got sold, and really the one thing that remained was Death Battle. Everything else was like, just cancel it all, there's no value. But Death Battle was the one thing that they thought was huge and should continue, and it did. So I definitely feel like it will,
Okay.
in some capacity.
Cool.
I guess it remains to be seen, because it was just announced this morning, so...
Okay, okay, I get it. Shut up, please.
Okay.
Move on. For now?
Someone tips $1. Did you see Review Tech USA last night? On his stream, he went full mask off on his editor. No. I don't watch Review Tech. I don't care about Review Tech drama. I'm not involved in it. You don't need to ever bring it up with me ever. Trust me, I have zero interest. I couldn't be possibly less interested. But thanks for the $1 tip.
Okay.
Hoi. Okay.
Hello.
Hold on here. Give me a second. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa! My screen's not loading right. Hold on. That definitely is not supposed to look like that. Hold on. Okay.
For now? Mr. Brunel, you there?
Look at this guy.
Hold on.
He looks so depressed.
Giant paragraph.
Oh my god, I hate my job so much.
That makes me cringe. Ugh.
So I'm just going to read this ginormous paragraph, okay? So, 1 Minute Man with a $25 tip. He says, the title of one of my videos is misleading because you did not find the murderer. Well, you do realize that that is a spoiler, I guess, because I didn't know that. According to the game, you did find the murderer. So it sounds like you just spoiled. Also, yesterday you said you didn't remember Laura, the mother of the missing girl Vanra. Really? No, I don't remember her name was Laura. I remember the missing girl. I don't remember her the mother's name. You talked to Captain Drizzly at length about her and went to the barracks to find her. Yeah, I just don't remember her name. Maybe you should focus on one quest at a time. No, I just don't remember her name.
Dude, I gotta say, these 1 Minute Man, Baldur's Gate, like, fucking paragraph, they're so annoying.
No, I just don't remember her name. I'm about to be 42 years old. The name of a very minor character in a...
What? Hold on.
I'm about to be 42 years old. The name of a very minor character in a very side questy style quest in an RPG that I'm playing. One of 3 RPGs, by the way, that I'm playing is not something that's just going to stick in my head. You know what I mean? Like, if she became a major character or something, like, I know that's the mother of the missing kid. Like, that's how I know her in my head. I just don't remember her specific name. It has nothing to do with everything you're saying here. Perhaps wrap up the murder quest. There's more people to warn. Well, yeah, we have to keep going. That's what I'm going to work on today. Eventually, maybe we kill 2 birds with one stone.
Okay. All right. Oh my fucking god.
Any situation that I can try to talk my way out of, I try.
Oh my god. This sucks. I don't care. Okay, we're back.
As always, thank you, 1 Minute Man, for your daily support of my content and
Jesus
your advice.
fucking Christ.
Okay. So,
save me, please.
5 colors. White is you, blue is your party members, green is an ally, yellow is intermediate, and red is hostile. So I was right on the color scheme.
What's happening?
I was right on the color scheme.
I don't care.
Games, that is the case. Like, a lot of the games, maybe not a dice roll, but, like, your stats are all a factor that the game is always calculating and judging, but you just don't see it, right? It always happens behind the scenes.
He's still being
viewbotted. There
viewbotted.
literally are tons of these dice roll situations, so.
That's nice.
Yeah. No, I think it's neat. I think it's neat. At first it was annoying, but now it's, obviously playing over 100 hours a day.
Okay.
No one's ever going to offer me $1 about it because, again, there's nothing to it. It's just a silly question.
What?
Try to make a review show called the...
Wait, what happened?
There's no brand there.
Wait, okay, hold on. We got a good one here.
At first it was annoying, but now it's, obviously playing over. What if someone offers to buy your internet shows that you don't make anymore, like The Hateful Truth, Hate Live, Project 7, or Ask the King? No one would do that. Those shows are not branded, trademarked shows. You understand? Okay. Like, how many people over the years made their own DSP Trizits that were just fucking awful things about me, right?
What?
There's no brand value in those shows because there were not shows that were trademarked and marketed as individual products. You understand? That's the difference. Yeah, there's no brand there.
He can't just answer the hypothetical.
They would just rip it off. Now, the thing is, would I have the ability to go back at that and be like, hey, how dare you try to make a review show called The Hateful Truth? I did that for many, many years.
Dude, King Jed and his viewers just rated. Hello. Well, the camera's on.
And it's totally my
camera's
thing.
Been on the whole time,
bring it back, I can. It's not your right to steal that idea.
We're still watching the level 1.
Yes, I could do that. And in fact, that's a lot of the things that people say is that you can always go to court or whatever. But for me,
really, thank you.
Thank you,
$5
Dudette.
Canadian from Dudette. Thank you to 1. Now I got to read this ginormous stupid kitten huge message.
Yeah, also, Dudette, it's $25. And it's like the way he treats the message of $25. He's like, it's a huge fucking paragraph. Hold the fuck on. And he stops everything. It's like, bro, he just gave you $25. At least pretend you're happy. Like, come on, dude. He just expects that money. That 25 1 Minute Man money is just his already. He just expects it. That's how he treats it.
You know,
it's crazy.
You know, no one's ever going to offer me $1 about it because, again, there's nothing to it. It's just a silly question.
Yeah, Mr. Ludacris, yeah.
How do I feel about the revival of X-Men 97? You know, I don't know. I mean, obviously, X-Men cartoon was one of the things that I really liked in the 90s when I was a teenager or a young adult, before I was an adult. I don't know if I care about it in 2024. I feel like a lot of these nostalgic things they bring back, people are just so into nostalgia.
What?
And for me, when they, like, they just did Ninja Turtles again, right? What was it, Mutant Mayhem? And people were like, oh, are you going to watch the new Ninja Turtles movie? No. I'm not going to watch the 17th new iteration of the Ninja Turtles.
What's
the
wrong
Ninja
with
Turtles were from when I was a kid. I don't fucking care about the Ninja Turtles anymore. I grew up. I'm 40-some years old. I don't care about... I also don't watch Transformers. I don't watch G.I. Joe. I don't play with He-Man action figures. You know, I grew out of it.
Okay.
It seems like a lot of people never fucking grow out of anything. They just want the thing over and over. So was I a fan of the X-Men when I was growing up? Yes, I owned the comic books. I owned the action figures. I watched the show every single Saturday morning when it came out on Fox. And then the show ended. And I was like, okay, it's time to move on. And now they're like, whoa, in 2024, we're bringing back X-Men 97. And I got to ask the question, why? If you're going to make a new X-Men show, that's something that would make sense to me. Like, we're going to bring back the actual original X-Men 97. What are you doing? What? I don't get it. To me, it feels like that would be something like maybe on it as an oddity. I would watch like the first episode, right?
What?
The first episode. Oh,
He went on this big rant and he says, I'm going to watch the first episode.
okay, just to see what they've done with it. And then I just be like, all right, I'm done. Great. Good for you. If it has a new audience with kids or whatever, okay. But I'm fucking in my 40s. I don't want to sit around watching X-Men cartoons.
Oh my god, dude. He's so insufferable.
$5 from Wesley H. Being asked about this is the closest he's come to forming an opinion. And it's still sad. Maybe other people grow to like those things in new ways.
Yeah, also Wesley, it's insane because he literally threw a pizza party last year while playing Ninja Turtles. He buys remasters of games. He wants them to remake Chrono Trigger. He is currently playing a Final Fantasy VII remake. He plays the remastered of Star Wars Battlefront. Why are you living in the past, dude? Don't you want some new stuff? Like, none of this even matters. This logic is flawed because he does this shit with video games. So none of this fucking matters. Everything he's saying here is not even an opinion that holds any sort of ground because he doesn't have opinions. He's just shitting on stuff that other people like, and then that's it. That's the opinion. He's a contrarian with no backbone to his opinions.
Right? Like...
Thank you, Wesley.
But some people just, I swear, they never grow out of it. I loved Ninja Turtles when I was 7.
I loved Street Fighter when I was a child in arcades. Therefore, now I put up Street Fighter level 1 overlays, and I wear Street Fighter t-shirts. Like, bro, you do the same shit. You do the same fucking shit. What is behind you right now? Tell me what this is. Is this not like a fucking game that you played when you were a kid? What is this layout? Dude, like, shut the fuck up.
Means I have to watch every piece of Ninja Turtles media ever created till the day I fucking die.
And then he goes to the extreme.
No, it doesn't mean that. Really. You didn't have to watch the shitty Michael Bay Ninja Turtles movies. You didn't have to watch the 17 cartoon iterations.
Okay.
You could have skipped them. I did. And I still, to some extent, have nostalgic feelings about Ninja Turtles, but I don't care about them to watch Mutant Mayhem or other shit. Like, I'm just not into it.
There you go. He's an enlightened being. He is above everybody because he doesn't care about all of it. Therefore, you shouldn't care about any of it. Nice. What an enlightened, higher being, higher power being DSP is. That's really interesting.
It's up to you. For me, I'm not interested.
He says this as he has his Mario Sonic layout with his NES games in the background and a Sonic figure.
I'm really not. Like, I'm hearing about it, I'm like...
Fuck nostalgia. Who gives a fuck about nostalgia, dude? Let me go play the Final Fantasy VII remake. Because I don't give a fuck about nostalgia. And Star Wars Battlefront.
The Mario movie? I hated the Mario movie. I told you. I really didn't like it at all. Seems like a lot of people loved it. I hated it.
Okay. Cool.
Was I ever into Power Rangers? Power Rangers came, again, kind of after my time of caring about that kind of stuff. For me, it was Ninja Turtles. And then after my interest in Ninja Turtles waned, I got into video games like Street Fighter and stuff. And I stopped really caring about pop culture stuff like that. Now, I did see Power Rangers on TV for like 1 to 2 seasons. I didn't watch it religiously. But if it was on, I would
like all of this also, I'm sorry, I keep thinking about it, but it's coming from the dude that plays Champions. He spends hundreds of thousands of dollars, or at least $100,000, in a mobile game of a thing that he watched when he was a kid, that he claims he doesn't care about anymore. Like, really, bro, do you have any fucking sort of leg to stand on in this discussion about nostalgia?
And I thought it was all right.
How everyone else is stupid?
It was such a weird mishmash of America and Japan, and you could tell that it didn't jive. What? You knew that it was a weird show when half the stuff in it was like fuzzy and didn't look old, right? It was definitely bizarre. And at first I was like completely...
Oh, great. Punished Lasagna.
$5
Great insight
from
here.
Punished Lasagna. The X-Men and Power Rangers shows ran on Fox at exactly the same time. Why is he lying about the timelines?
I don't know. He wants to seem like he was too mature for Power Rangers, but not too mature for X-Men, I guess. I don't know. Whatever mature even means.
Wondering why it was popular. Like, why do people like this?
Why do people like this?
It's so weird. But then after a while, you kind of get into it almost. You're like, wait, okay, I kind of get it.
Wait, what?
Like, I totally saw the Power Rangers movie in theaters. I thought it was atrociously bad, but I saw the Power Rangers movie in theaters just as an oddity to see what it was. And I was like, you know, appalled how bad the movie was.
Okay.
So no, I was never a huge Power Rangers fan. Like I said, after that, after the initial cast left, because remember, the initial cast was there for like a season and a half, and then they changed over to the next group. You know, Kimberly left.
Bro. Guys, he just told us that he was too old for it. He didn't watch it. He didn't like it. And now he's about to fucking name check each member and tell us which one's left. And that he saw the movie in theaters. And that he watched the first and a half season. But also he didn't watch it and he was too old for it.
And sadly,
how is this possible?
Away, right?
Thank you.
He knows all this lore while not watching it.
$1.99 from Ramen Brahman.
Thank you, Ramen Brahman.
DSP React exists also. Why do people like nostalgia?
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Do it to them, snipe.
It makes no sense, Ramen Brahman. Nostalgia's stupid. I'm smarter.
I stopped caring about that pop culture stuff when I was getting into Street Fighter, but he bought Black Cat and Emma Frost busts for $300 each.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck? He read Marvel comics when he's a kid.
So they had to get a replacement there, I think, or no? She passed away later, didn't she? I can't remember.
Yeah, we're moving on. Fuck, man, get off this topic.
A freaking documentary on the internet, but it would be a book? I don't know.
What documentary?
Oh, that's when I never cared and never watched past that. And I know that they have like 17 more seasons after that, but when Zio hit, that was the end for me.
Okay, dude. You're so enlightened. You're a higher being. You're the prettiest girl in school, dude.
Would I ever
so
consider
smart.
writing a book, fiction or nonfiction? Maybe. Or maybe, you know, that will be the way that I tell my story later on. Maybe it won't be a freaking documentary on the internet, but it would be a book. I don't know. I don't know why anyone would want to see a book written about me or that I wrote, but who knows?
Right. That would be interesting.
You didn't know about Power Rangers Zeo? That's one of the early ones, because they were active.
Don't care.
Zeo was first. There you go.
Don't care.
Like 2 seasons that I paid attention to.
Now we paid attention to 2 seasons. Okay.
No, it's too late for suggestion box. The show's going to end in 10 minutes.
Narrator, the show, in fact, did not end in 10 minutes. Let's go. Oh, it was like 20 minutes. Burnell?
Burnell?
What's happening?
Can the show end now? If people want it to end now and don't want to ask any more questions, then yes, we can end it now. Based. Sure.
Yeah, end it now.
What is this picture from? Punch Out.
Yeah.
Punch Out?
You
Really?
piece of shit.
People don't know Punch Out anymore, I guess.
You
They don't know
fucking
the
piece
classic.
of shit. That's a comment about your nostalgia rant, dumbass. You fucking
What happened to the
suck.
Jurassic Park franchise? I hear nothing of the movies or games. Where have you been for the last decade with the Jurassic World trilogy that did insane amounts of money all around the world? Jurassic World trilogy was very popular and successful, right?
Okay. Whatever. Burnell?
Hello?
Look at this guy.
Oh, is
He
it
looks
time?
so depressed.
Is it time? For gold. Go for gold. Gold. Grind. Is it time? It may be.
That makes me
Do I think
cringe.
Warner Brothers Discovery is a
Ugh.
sinking ship? I don't actually know anything about Warner Brothers Discovery. I don't know what they are. I guess they're an offshoot of Warner Brothers, but I don't know what they do or whatever, so I can't really speak to that or attest to that.
He keeps doing this vagina hand thing. Because he has arthritis. That.
Will I ever stream another VR game? Doubtful. Like I said, number one, VR is a gimmick.
That would be so much fun. I really wish he would stream a VR game. Because I would restream that. I think that would be a lot of fun. Unironically. Like, that's something different that he doesn't normally do. I think people would show up for that.
It lasts a little bit, and then it wears off, right? The appeal of VR lasted about 2 months for me, and then I really didn't care about it anymore. Number two, VR...
Like, seeing this dude stand up in this room and trying to be, like, a VR guy would be hilarious. He'd go out of breath. He would be sweating. Why is the lens fogging up?
It's expensive. You usually...
Like, bro, it would be so funny. I'd love to see it again.
need some kind of a hardware setup, a headset that's expensive hardware to do it, just for a very small select number of games. So is it really worth the investment? Probably not. Number three, since I covered PSVR in 2016, I've now become an interactive streamer. My job is to sit here on a stream and talk with you guys, you know, about various topics and things going on, and hang out and play games and do all this stuff. That's my job. My job, if I put on a headset where I'm fucking around and I can't see anything, and I can't see you guys and interact with you, then I'm basically not being an interactive streamer, right?
See, if he played on PC, he can get a mod to see chat, like, on his controller. But what is a PC?
I wouldn't even be able to talk with you guys and interact with you, shoutouts, or do anything. Can't do that with a VR headset. And then lastly, as we know, from when I used PSVR 1 in 2016, the technology at that point 8 years ago just wasn't there yet. I mean, it barely worked. There were some games where I would get stuck and I couldn't continue in the game because there wasn't enough room in this office to even do it. Like, I couldn't even play any games just sitting here. I'd like stand up and move around in the middle of the office to do it. And half of them didn't work. I'm like, oh, I'm walking into something trying to fucking do this, right?
I mean, that's not the technology's fault. That's the room. You didn't have enough room.
So,
all right.
Yeah, so there you go. I don't think VR is really going to fit into my stuff or my style or anything. Oh, really? See, I didn't know that. I'm being told the Suicide Squad game was actually under Warner Brothers Discovery. I didn't know that. Damn.
How did you not?
Damn, they're fucked.
How did you not know that? It's Warner. Okay, whatever.
No, I don't do call-ins for good reason. I can easily just talk with you guys in the chat with zero risk. Calling in does 5 million levels of risk. Seriously, you don't know what people are going to say, trolling, get you in trouble, you know, trying to get your fucking doxing and IP address and shit. It's just not worth it. So,
you could just use your private Discord and get people to join a channel. The people in there you presumably trust, I assume. I presume. But, okay. Whatever.
Yes, I had the Ninja Turtles
I gotta hear that. Hold on.
Yes, I had the Ninja Turtles pizza party a few years ago when I actually did play a nostalgic version. Remember, we did the Ninja Turtles retro game a couple summers back. And it come out and it had like all the classic Ninja Turtles games in it.
Why was that okay?
Played it all day long, a pizza party.
Why
was
that
fun
okay?
As a one-off event. By the way, it didn't do very well. We didn't really have many people show up for it. No one really cared, but it was just something good to do for variety. I had a good time with it. I don't know what Hearts of Iron 4 DLC is. What the hell is that? I don't remember what pizza we got for that Ninja Turtles event. I have no recollection.
Does it matter?
For now?
Joe Loft says, there's rumors Hogwarts Legacy 2 will end up going live service because Warner Brothers wants to make all games take the Suicide Squad route. What a piss poor decision. If they do that, they might as well just close now. Like, there's no point. No one wants live service. This has been tried and true, tested. You know, the evidence is there. No one wants live service games. People are panning them. People are not buying them. It doesn't matter what executives at companies want. They're not going to get their way. The customer base is not in line with this, right? So they have to learn this and fucking cut the shit. They really do.
Okay.
I did do a playthrough of Knights of the Old Republic many years ago, 4 years ago, actually. Full playthrough here on DSPgaming. I can't remember what version it was. Yes, I remember Mag. At the time, it was the biggest shooter ever
Hey,
on
Ludwig,
PS3.
welcome.
The most players available in one match. I remember it. It was only okay. It wasn't like the gameplay wasn't great. It was just okay.
Dude,
the
Mag-
gimmick was that you're playing with so many people.
Mag was ahead of its time, dude.
But it didn't really
Came out
stick,
too early.
right? It didn't really have the impact I think they thought it would have.
They should remake it for nostalgia's sake. That I don't know. It wasn't that good. All right, Brunel. This is where you end it because there's nothing happening. This is where it gets boring. Come on, dude. What's happening?
Excuse me. Anything else, guys? Are we done? People seem to be clamming up.
Bro, how is there like 10 more minutes of this?
Excuse me, that's disgusting. Did I play SOCOM on PS2 back in the day? One of the first console online shooters you ever played? No ambulatory, I did not, but my friend did. My friend was addicted to SOCOM, and this was a guy who had been into competitive Street Fighter for the longest time. Like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, he was one of our crew. And then people found out that, or at least people found out. We found out that he basically like was like disappearing. Like, where is this guy? And then we go to his house, and he's just constantly playing SOCOM. He won't stop playing SOCOM. He was super addicted to it, like hardcore addicted to it.
Okay.
Says, I have the mini PC. Would Knights of the Old Republic 2 be on the table in the future? Maybe. Here's the thing. I really feel like... all right. Time to be... Okay. DSP becomes honest. All right. You ready for this?
Fuck you mean becomes honest? What the fuck? Look at this.
All right.
Look at this
Time
shit.
to be... Okay. DSP becomes honest. All right. You ready for this?
What?
All these years.
Okay.
You guys told me, man, I'm really missing out. Because I don't have a gaming PC, right? Like, man, you miss so much stuff. You don't play it. You're only a console gamer.
You
and
still
you've
don't
limited
play it.
yourself so much because of that. So I got this PC. It is a mini PC.
Okay. The only okay, hold on. Before he gets into this motherfucker has only played Chrono Trigger on the mini PC and Phasmophobia. That's it. He hasn't done anything. He didn't even play like modded Chrono Trigger. Or like Skyrim with mods, or anything with mods. He played Oblivion on Xbox. Vanilla Oblivion.
But I got
this fucking guy. How is he gonna toxify this?
got this PC last...
I got this, by the way.
PC. It is a mini PC, but I got this PC.
I got this PC. Big ups to the fan.
End of last summer. It was donated by a fan.
There
Thank
you go.
So much to that fan.
Yeah,
for
thank
that.
you. Thank you so
And
much.
What have we done with it since then? We played Chrono Trigger.
Yeah?
Like, that's fucking it. And, oh, I take it back. We played the paranormal game around Christmas time. I forget if I can remember what it was called. Like, that's it. And I have it, and it's available. And
Like, how is that the PC's fault? Actually, how is that the PC's fault? I don't know. You could have played Street Fighter modded with some nice outfits, dude. You could have done that. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Like, how is that the...
New stuff. There's no demand.
Fuck you.
Literally, no one says, hey, Phil, now that you got that mini PC, you absolutely should be doing this, this, and this that you missed out on. It's like, meh, you have it, big...
Wait. People were saying to play Pizza Tower. People were saying to play Dredge. People were saying, shoutouts to people were saying to play Dave the Diver. They were saying a bunch of stuff, dude. What are you talking about?
Deal. The big games are on console. Play those. Literally, that's what I've been told.
Right.
So it's like, all these years that everyone yelled at me, right? That I didn't ever have a PC, so I can't really play these games. Again, like, I got the PC now. It literally sits there collecting dust. The one thing we were gonna do with Fightcade, it made more sense to hold off because Tekken was right around the corner. It didn't make sense to set that up, get it working, and then play Tekken
How
and not
is
use
that
it.
the PC's
so,
fault?
I tell you that, 100%, Fightcade will be coming at some point this year when things die down with fighting games. I want to play old school fighters on Fightcade, okay?
Nice.
But outside of that, that's the only thing that I could think of. Like, what else would I even do on there? It's funny because people say things like Pizza Tower and stuff, right?
Yeah,
But
right.
Is there really that much demand for it?
my
Obviously
God.
not. No
Bro,
one's really
he
asked.
pulled out the nobody asked for anything. And then he brings up something that people asked for and then says nobody is asking for it.
For it. It's like a few people here and there.
Get the fuck out of
It's
here,
just
dude.
weird to me that all these years, again, it sounds to me like the vocal minority, right? People were very adamant and vocal. You need a PC, need a PC. So now I get a means to play PC games, and no one's really caring, you know?
Right.
Okay, sure. I don't know because I'm not looking. Thank you for telling me.
Yeah, and that's a good point, Nuclear Detractor. All the people that wanted a PC, that wanted PC games left, that's a good point too, because he does this with everything. He says, "You guys have been asking for years for me to get a PC." And then it's like, bro, what about years ago? Those people could have left. Like 5 years ago they were asking. Doesn't mean they're here now. Like, dude, like, fuck off. Whatever. It's the PC's fault that he's not playing on the PC. Whatever, dude. Fuck off. I'll go on Steam right now, and I'll look for a game that he could play. Oh, Ghosts of Tsushima? What the fuck? PC port. Okay, it's on Steam, apparently. What's happening?
For now?
Berserk Boy.
Thanks for telling me, because like I said, I'm not looking at all.
Okay, first game I see, Berserk Boy. Is that on console? Probably not. He can play Berserk Boy.
I don't know. I don't care. I'm not going to pay attention to it. So, okay.
Whatever. Fuck you. Thank you for the sniff.
And as you can see, when this happens, people will come in and troll. Just ban those people. When you see them saying stupid comments about it, just take them right out. Continue on.
Take them out.
Joel says the Warner Brothers Discovery CEO stated their brands are all going to go live service moving forward. Mortal Kombat and Suicide Squad are already proof of their strategy. Okay. I've never been to New Orleans. No, I have not.
New Orleans. You guys like New Orleans? New Orleans and Manual Bands. Okay, Burnell?
Hello?
Really? Is this what's happening now?
Average YouTube enjoyer says you wouldn't be able to play something on the PC now even if you wanted to. You have too many games you're involved in. But the point I'm making is I've had that mini PC since the fall. You understand? Or not even. Since late summer. And there really has been no demand. That's the point. The point is everyone said you need the PC. I got the PC and it just sits there. Everything that I can play or people want me to play is on console. So and this is the point I made
it's
for
also
so many
on
years,
PC though.
Is that there
What's
are
your point?
some games that are limited to PC. Usually it's the indie games, the games that go viral, or the games that, you know, are the meme games for like a few weeks and then they disappear. The rare case where that wasn't the case was Pal World because that was on Game Pass. That was a rare situation, right? But outside of that, that's the kind of games that are the big PC stuff today. Everything else ends up being cross-platform. Very rarely do you get a game that's only PC-centric, but also monstrously in demand and people want to see me play. Very rare. So...
Okay.
King, thank you for 27 months as a member and says,
Whatever.
I'd like to see old versus games on Fightcade. Me too. That'd be amazing to be able to play the old versus games that I used to love. I would love that on Fightcade too, for sure.
Okay. Are we done
PC
here?
games, you have to dig and look for gems. The mainstream just doesn't do that. You're right. I agree with you there.
Dude, it's not hard to find good games on Steam. Like good indie games on Steam. It's really not difficult.
GD Graham says maybe we should do a poll of PC games to play when news releases slow down. He would like to see 7 Days to Die, which is like Minecraft in a zombie apocalypse.
Bonus gem damage.
Trip Tonight says, excuse me, Tip Tonight says, if a meme game is $5, what's the harm in cashing in on that hype and playing it for a stream or two? If literally the meme game's $5, you're right. There's none. I have no problem dropping $5 on a silly game and messing around with it for a stream. I do have a problem dropping $30 to $60 on a game I'm only going to play once. That's too much of an investment, I feel. But if it's just like a one-off, yeah, that's different. The thing is, I feel like a lot of these games that go viral, look what they are. Online, multiplayer, co-op, survival. It's not stuff that that's my forte or stuff that I'd even be interested in.
I have no friends, dude.
I'm a solo gamer for the most part.
I'm a loner. I'm a loser.
All these games, Phasmophobia. What's the latest one that just came out? It's a shooter, right? Again, but it's online co-op. It's not my style of game. It seems like all these memeable games are games that you get together with your party or your friends or your group, and it's like a party game, right? That's how it's designed. So that's just not the kind of game that I play. It's not my forte. It's not what I'm known for. The times I've tried games like that, they didn't work. Years ago, I tried games like Destiny 2, games like Apex Legends. They don't work. People want to hang out with me.
People liked watching him play Apex because he had Tekken and Brian there. Remember those guys?
When I'm playing a game. If my focus is on a party of people who I have to interact with to play the game, I don't get to interact with you, and people don't like that. People get very upset by that. So...
The cult speak. What the fuck?
There you go.
What a weirdo. If I hang out and have fun with people, then I can't pay attention to you. What?
Walk Warrior says the problem is most memeable PC games are only viable for like one stream. It wouldn't amount to any meaningful playthroughs for on-demand viewers who enjoy long-form content. That's also true. It'd be like, if you want to see the random thing, join in the one time, and then that's it, you know?
Okay, whatever. This needs to end, DSP. You've got to end this.
Okay, hooey.
Come on, brother. How is there more? Dude, how
that's what it's called. Lethal Company. Yeah, that's the latest one. Didn't it just come out a few weeks ago? Lethal Company.
What?
That's the next memeable game everyone's talking about,
3
right?
months old, 4 months old now. Okay. Why is he picking his face?
This is funny. Peace God says, PC would give you true variety. We have variety. And...
Bro, before he continues, the variety speech, he's complaining that people are RPG'd out. At the start of this stream that you're currently watching, hello, he said people are RPG'd out. They're sick of it. But now he has variety. Yep, okay.
I have a PC. I have a mini PC. Were you not listening? I have it. Oh my god. Hello, Door.
What?
Door, the point I'm making is that I've had a PC, a mini PC, since the summer, and I don't use it. No one asked for anything on it, Door. Do you understand what I'm saying, Door? Well, the Door didn't say no, and the Door didn't just say that if I had a PC, I'd have more variety. So I guess the Door actually did listen better. I don't know what else to say. Okay. Hadley, I have absolutely no idea.
I just noticed you can edit that in. You can edit DSP into that photo now. It's pretty funny. Dude, come on.
I choose to get games on the console versus the PC version. What are you talking about? First of all, you have to understand that's a mini PC. That's not a full-fledged gaming rig. I can't play modern games on it. The whole point is the memeable games, the lower res games, the indie games, yes. Modern games, no, will not work on that PC. So any of these new games I'm playing that have PC ports, I couldn't play them on there. They would not run.
I don't get it. He's okay. He complains that he can't play on the PC. Nobody gives a shit about PC gaming. But then he says his PC can't run anything.
Baldur's Gate 3. You think Baldur's Gate 3 would have run on the mini PC? Oh, I don't think so. Maybe if everyone looked like a Play-Doh sculpture, right? Or the Pillsbury Doughboy. Imagine that. It's Baldur's Gate 3, but everyone's just an unrendered doughboy walking around. That would have been my experience playing the game on that mini PC, right?
So funny.
So that's
Hilarious.
the thing. I have to. If it's a modern game, a high-end game, a full AAA experience, I have to play that on a console. It's the smaller time stuff that I could play on the mini PC.
How is that the PC's fault, though?
It looks like my chat has crashed.
Okay.
It did, because it's not updating on here, but it is updating over there. Hold on. Yep, froze.
Okay. Are we done here?
That I agree on as well. Walk Warrior says, I think once you get past all these RPGs that the devs release all at the same time, people will stop complaining. I do agree with that too. Once we get more variety into the schedule, people will not be as, you know, oh, this is boring and blah, blah, blah. I think people are only complaining because it is seriously so many of the same style of game, for sure. Dark Gaming, no, the stream didn't crash. The chat actually froze. Legit froze. I just refreshed it and now it's working again.
Oh my god. No time for the suggestion box, though.
Sarah says, the problem is if you become virally popular, you'll have to lose your current niche audience. The fans of your content are not also fans of the mainstream viral creators. I don't know about that. But here's the thing. If I were to grow to the point where now I'm like, you know, bringing in so many viewers and the chat is going and there's so many people there, right? I definitely would not have the personal ability to talk with many of you like I do on a daily basis. I enjoy our conversations. I enjoy the fact that I recognize many of you in chat and we have kind of running jokes and things. You know what I mean? That's a nice feeling. It feels like it's a group of a community of friends or people hanging out as opposed to, oh, this is a crazy ass party room with a zillion people in it bouncing off the walls, going nuts, going freaking out.
Dude, it's been 20 minutes.
Spamming memes, being stupid. It doesn't feel like that in my chats, correct? That's a good thing. I like having a better organized stream. I've always enjoyed that. And I hope that you understand that. Like, that's why I have not actively done things to try to make myself get virally popular. Listen, I could. And the sad part is,
but he does do that.
I would have to.
But he does do that. He clickbaits his videos. He literally does do that. He's trying to do the throwback channel to try and gain viewers. Like, I don't know what you mean, dude. You do put titles. One of his selling points for his videos is that he's putting a new title. Really, dude? Really?
Basically become like a lot of these other people who the only way that they can get attention on the internet is to make themselves a joke, to be dramatic, to be stupid, right? So I don't do that on purpose. I just stay in my lane. I just enjoy what I do as a
I just upload garbage.
Rattle any trees.
I don't work at all.
I just try to be here and enjoy who I am and what I'm doing with all of you. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you understand that. There's a reason for that. There were many times over the years that I did have abilities to grow or try to jump on those bandwagons, and I don't want to do that, right? And the other thing is, again, I feel like a lot of these games that go viral, right? They're not my style of game. It's for a different style of streamer. It's for a different style of content creator that I'm not. You know, I'm just
an entertaining one.
And that's okay. I think the problem right now with YouTube and Twitch and all that, everyone thinks that there's one way to do it. You should just do that and then you're popular. And if you don't do it, you're doing it wrong. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. In life, it is variety. That is the spice of life, as they say. If everyone just did everything exactly the same in life, life would be boring.
Do I like the new YouTube stream update?
What's
the new YouTube stream update?
People to be doing things in different ways for different kinds of audiences. I feel like the content I make is great for my audience. I don't have to play every viral game because it's not the style of content that I put out. People don't look to me for that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel like people don't get that. Like, if you're not doing it exactly the way that everyone else does it, and you're not getting virally popular as a result of that, you're doing it wrong, right? 10 years of failure, despite the fact that I'm still here, still profitable, have a great personal life, have a great professional life, 10 years of failure. Why am I a failure? Because I didn't copy everything else everyone else is doing so I could become virally popular like them. That's not failure. That was a choice. That was a choice.
I chose to be a loser. I chose to be a failure.
To be a different kind of person and creator that I'm okay.
Like, does that make it any better? Is this really the selling point? Is this the gimmick you're trying to sell people? You're this mad at Turkey Tom?
Okay with. If you're not okay with it, maybe you should look in the mirror and wonder why you want everyone to be exactly the fucking same, because obviously you don't have that level of, like, thought. You just think everything's samey, everything good, right? Not every actor who stood out there was intending to be a Leonardo DiCaprio or a Brad Pitt. Not every musician is aspiring to be a Taylor Swift, right? I don't make decisions that would make me like that. I haven't done a single thing that would blow me up because I don't care. I don't want to be like that, right?
I don't want to be a successful YouTuber.
Okay, then.
I want to sit here and beg people for money and coast by without doing any work. Is really what he's telling us.
Thank you. Glenn Alm says you can't be a failure if you sustain this amount of longevity doing it your way. Thank you.
No, you can't.
But it takes maturity and intelligent thought to...
Like, bro really wants us to applaud the fact that he just exists. Really? You want me to just sit here and praise you because you just exist? Is that really the bar you want to set?
Understand that. Not a lot of people have that capability in the modern day. People are just becoming stupider.
Like, dude, if he blew up when he did, and then he made a bunch of money and then got off the internet, that would have been a better success story than what's happening now. It's kind of like an athlete in a sport that you like who was like amazing and then they kind of suck ass for the second half of their career. And it's kind of sad. It's like, man, I remember when he used to be good. It's kind of like, I'd rather just have retired early. Imagine he was shitting on people that were getting to retire early, the YouTubers. But if, like, bro, if that was you, then you're retiring kind of on top. So you don't have a decline. I don't know. This is ridiculous. It's not an achievement that you just kind of coast by.
And more stupid people watch the content from the stupider people, and it just propagates more stupidity.
Because, like, that doesn't even mean what he thinks it means. Because people don't expect anything from him. When DSP says something stupid, it's kind of just, oh, that DSP guy said something stupid again. He said something racist. He said something offensive. He said something really dumb. Like, people just expect that. If he was like a real YouTuber, this dude would have been like fucking raked through the coals. He would have been fucking, you know, canceled or whatever because of the shit he says and the dumb takes that he has. But nobody cares because it's just expected with him. I wouldn't say that's an achievement. It's kind of just you're a joke. Nobody takes you seriously.
And there's nothing you can do about that. The world will become dumber and dumber.
Right. Everyone else is dumb. I am not dumb. Source is me. Trust me, bro. I chose to be a failure.
I have no idea. I'm being asked, what would I want to play this year during summer downtime? You know, I don't know. This year's different because last few years have been like the first few months of the year I'm playing Bethesda games, usually until like early summer. We finish Bethesda game.
I really do not give a fuck what he's playing in the summer. I'm sorry.
For now.
Oh man. Alright, I think it is time to adjourn.
Praise the sun, fellas.
Look at this guy. He looks so depressed.
Let me stretch here. Oh. Oh. Oh man. Whew. I think it is time to adjourn the show for today, right? That is true. My Rune says we don't know how long Sea of Stars will be on Game Pass. This is a good point. I don't know. They might take it off, and I'm like, damn, I'm halfway through a playthrough. I can't finish unless I buy it.
Yeah, we're still here.
I do feel the game's good enough that it's worth buying. I do feel that way. So even if they take it off Game Pass, I'll probably end up buying it.
Why? Why would you buy it?
Okay, everyone. Thank you very much. Great podcast today, as usual. I hope you all have a safe and fun day tomorrow. I won't be here. Please, you know, have a good one. And when I return on Friday, I'll be talking about my day off. If there's stuff from this Xbox showcase you want me to talk about, maybe I'll talk about that.
Okay, let's get to the unrecorded segment, and let's see if he says anything dumb, and then we're out of here.
Okay, cool. So, I just want to get set up here, and I do have to pee before we start, but that's it. Nothing too major today. So, after that, we could get started right away. It won't be a long wait. Okay.
Brunel?
Alrighty. Would you like me to boot to the title screen for you before I go use the restroom? You guys said you really like the title screen music, right?
What?
And the volume level should be fine. I believe I've already adjusted it. I did. I've already adjusted it.
Holy fuck, man. What's happening?
You know what's interesting is something that just hit me?
What?
That I'm only just realizing. The game opened with the Mind Flayer ship. You're on it, right? As a prisoner.
Spoilers.
And the Gith are fighting the Mind Flayers. And that's the big opening, right? Like, the Gith and the Mind Flayers are always at war, correct? And literally you go to, like, the demon world and all of that. Then you end up back in the real world and stuff like that. And you're like, whoa. But the funny part about that is, since then, literally nothing like that has happened ever again, right? You've not seen another Mind Flayer ship. You never see. I mean, I take it back at the beginning of, or at the end of Act 1, you do see the Gith flying one dragon, but like, the game started so epic, right? And then all of a sudden, it never happens again. It's like, I thought this was an ongoing war between these two races. Where are they? They never ever showed up ever again in the game. You didn't think that there never would have been another Mind Flayer ship that shows up, or, you know what I'm saying?
So I guess he's conveniently forgetting that they were looking for the artifact, which is no longer on a Mind Flayer ship. Maybe that's why they're not attacking another Mind Flayer ship. That's pretty nice.
Never. We never encountered it.
Okay.
So, it is pretty weird that's the case. But, alright, guys. I'll be right back. Just going to mute the mic. I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back, and then we'll begin.
All right, old man. Let's get you to bed. Thanks for the hot unrecorded part. What's next? Look at his Zelda jammies. He's got his Zelda jammies still on. How many days is that in a row now? The same
Alrighty,
pants?
everybody. Ready to get...
Like, he can't even buy another video game pajama pant. He just has the one. Like, that's the only one
Started
he has.
for the day?
And he wears it for like 6 days in a row.
Let's do it. We had just discovered the door in the secret lair of what appears to be the murderer in all of this murder quest line. But the door won't open. I tried hitting it with my staff. I tried hitting it with fire,
Big
magic,
Steve.
ice.
Yeah, I think we're done
things.
here.
So
I think we're done
Try
here.
to hit it about another 17, 18 times and see if it opens.
Well, he's gonna
Then
get to
we'll move on.
gameplay, so I lose interest immediately. What's he doing? Whoops, what's happening?
Though, but they still wouldn't die.
He's fighting some zombies or something. Great. This is the gameplay you get. Grandpa looks at
How far
screen.
can you cast Spirit Guardian? Probably not too far, right? It's probably pretty close. Wow, really close. Her problem is her movement kind of sucks. I don't think I can get her through the darkness and out of it, can I?
Cool. And he's still at $27. 25
put her
from
over
1 Minute
here
Man.
In the corner, and that would
So
get
he's
her out
only
of the
got
darkness.
$2, which is nice.
But that's it. I have no chance to get her out of the
And
darkness.
and that's all we're gonna be watching. I refuse to watch the gameplay because I hate it. I really do not enjoy it. So hey, guys, thank you for watching. What can I put on? I don't know. That was crazy. His rant about EDP, guys, remember EDP was framed and he was set up, and he doubled down today. He doubled down about it. So don't forget. But again, it's immoral that he was eating fast food. Two fat guys eating fast food is immoral. That's not the that's the worst part of the situation. Not the documentary, not the fact that he's giving EDP a platform, not what EDP did. It's that they're eating fast food. That's the that's the worst part. Hey, King Jed. Okay, well anyways, guys, thank you so much for the super chats, the likes, the viewers, the members, just chatting. That was fun. Anything funny I could show you guys real quick before we get off? Let's see. Oh yes, my favorite DSP video. Where is it? What? Where is it? I really need you guys to hear this before we go. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Where did the load go?
Where did the load go? Wait, where the fuck is it? Oh, here it is. Alright, guys. Bust, but also, never forget.
China, they say, rashness brings success to few.
In China, they say, Chiggy Chang Wang Charlie Chan Chika Chaka Choka Cha.
Shut the fuck up. I don't care what they say in China.
See you guys.
In China, they say, cat very delicious. Oh, come on, I didn't mean to do that.
China, they say, rashness brings success to few.
In China, they say, Chiggy Chang Wang Charlie Chan Chika Chaka Choka Cha.
Shut the fuck up.